This is Wadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Ye call a Kevin Taylor a catching. And Biana EC a year and she say, Wapa say, Woody 18 now I was a Watuabano, or be a quama or be a Subian Cochon D. 1. The Toshminu a say, or yes say, wow, per se, or transfer of votes if your constituency I will order that a call a baby or person or Tuaba, maybe I feel no cockatray more. Wouldn't mean some which him call. Constituency wo Kumasi wa bra background no ntimi nko Kumasi dadie nkoto aba ntimi pese wo sesa bebi a wo to aba no no so obi akwanya no ema obi akoye ye huntokwa afi mu baye ma ye boy wo bi nim sekan kra ewo tu senya empatemo now Kevin Taylor chese sa no mani nyina ye strategies a NPP for use a mpese o mode wi aba no emu na ye NPP for kwa EC jemensa dokoi wakam gidigidi ahwe kwan bia wo pese ofa so ewi abanom de ma baomia ene napo ni NPP amayoko no iti asema obeka kire NPP NDC for ne se omo mani na ho ti sabo obo omo fi mani asese ko no mo hwe bibie mu kama process na ye wie de na so esi edwuma bio bedi bia wo se omo wo bi ene esi kura makwa kwhia security team a mo be ye adwuma no on modern pare no makohia mo tututu nyoma but Kevin Taylor say yentimi interest EC nti NDC fo nyina embo mo toma no de enfi o mani mani na hot say abowo na EC omo ye least mistake obi wi aba no mo e de ama NPP ma ikono. Kevin Taylor,
president of a state, travels to have diplomatic conversation with another president, and then in the meeting you see these people. This is Bamti, this is Gabi, this is Ekufuado, the president of Ghana. Gabi portfolio ni dieng. What is Gabi Ochodakons? What is his portfolio in a high-profile meeting? That is Ekufuado's brother, and that is Bamti no Terminator no, and a Gabi. What is their look? What is this? Ye Jimmy Ntia santam to me ma baomi na nkwasiafo we nhaba baomi echi enku ye kura. Ye muamanti. How did we get here? How did we allow these people to take us for granted, disrespect every single thing that we have built as a people? How can the president go into a foreign serious diplomatic meeting with his brother and Gabi? Abra wakacha say otu ye plane akwa kodi nkoma amaye. What is this? Now wakacha say Baumia ni mnyansa. Baumia di oba. These are the people who brought Baumia. Baumia is scared of every single person in this picture. Mahamudu Baumia is scared of every single person in this picture. They can kill him if they want. They brought him. Who was Baumia before he came into politics? They held his hand and said, the damage you did for Kufuor, do the same for us. Baumia can never make decisions on his own. Baumia winning air primaries in the NPP, it was orchestrated by these liars, these criminals. You say Baumia is a man on his own. Are you crazy? Do you know what you call independence? Do you know what you call a politician who can make his own decision? Baumia does not have those balls. He's a puppet. He's a lapdog. Baumia is just greedy. So are you reasonable and rational enough? You walk away from this disease. These are the people behind him. They want to finish that business of destroying Ghana totally. These are the people who killed 28 people. These men, they have never spoken about it. They sit behind, smoke cigar, drink whiskey, and laugh at you dogs. We are here to enlighten you people. What do you mean, what problem? But I'm living a better life than you. My kids have better future than yours. I am better off than you. So if I'm telling you with fact, this is bad news, you sit there to tell me, Metai Kufuado. Ne Kufuado can nasa nu. Bamti can nasa nu. Gabi no namo yarefo na can nasa nu. I want you to save your destiny. after we PDS ni we you know mu PDS sika ECG via sika and the America for they don't want to have anything to do with us. 190 million be anywhere bano. ECG staff sabotaged paperless system to hide corruption. And the Baumia say ECG for workers ya crom for. Now no buy no now be change the system no, but because ya crom nti and a system engine na na so mumusa Baumia say and the paperless system also the ban ECG aboka saying siakeka onum say nyina ye Jimmy obuye nyina say the sa bronye. And the Mahmoud Baumia to regional TV so catch the Ghana for say ECG workers ya crom for. Now because obey say obey system ni ye paperless no na omo ya crom nti na omo sabotage no. Mahamudu Baumia to TV so jina wi ase ka kire Ghana for say civil servant ECG ni bi otumi full light pole na electrocuting man ewu no. Mahamudu Baumia hye suit ka kire Ghana for say sankofo na ya kromfo ECG for ye tata omo elbo omo because they want to try and get a lot of revenue for Ghana. ECG for money baby mpo da. ECG for who are treated like animals in their own country. ECG pejini wa Ashanti region. Ashanti regional minister kwasi ampeyi no treating the sabua. Baumia as the vice president or person Ghana for to abama no. Or see ECG for ya kromfo. Into ono ba ye no na ankopese or the paperless system ne ba no na ECG for kromfo no omom pene. ECG for after PDS are finish no ECG kromfo. The question is after you introduce a paperless system ECG the saying. So you yourself, you are the thief. That is why they were preventing what you were trying to do. If it is true, then it means you, Baumia, you are a thief. Because after you forced yourself to introduce the e-paperless, what is happening today is that today the ECG is in debt more than before. You are a disease. Who are you campaigning against? Yourself, your government? And you want us to look at this same government and give you power? Are you okay, Baumia? Baumia is on a crazy spree. Recently, I catch a GR for some years before. I said, Baumia, these are civil servants who put everything on the line to serve Ghana. Recently, he told GRA that they are thieves, they are criminals. He comes to ECG and tells ECG they are thieves, they are criminals. What is wrong with this joker? So today, because of power, because you don't respect everyone, everybody is a fool. So today, Baumia sees civil servants as all being fools because he brought some idea. That idea wasn't effective. So everybody who is in every institution is a fool. Today he calls GRA criminals. The next day, today, he's calling ECG criminals. Really? If somebody is an ECG worker, now your friend ahomache 4 o'clock in to ahomate onim how dangerous it is in da ho. Now we jana yire ne mba wo fie. We jana yire awa wo foforo wo fie. Now I share the boot. Now I share the chest. Your friend we dwuma me se menko so kanea. Na light na electrocuting no wu. Now Baumia satan we bia uturu mu ne eye sa gempa Wi-Fi na da. Now as I done mo be ka kire mo so omo ya kromfo. You are telling ECG workers that they are thieves, they are criminal, they are stopping you. Jack, just say, sometimes I ask myself, say, how did we get here to be listening to people like these? How did we get here to be listening to such people? What is this? Is in the sense, just oh yeah, ECG in there. Now we NPP now we are boa. Also got talk about Obia we Jimmy. You can die like a pig. Baumia will not care. The same way he shot 8 people. At the end of the day, from 2020 to 2024, on count one sem. Nobody in the NPP cares. Or ECG worker, you die like a pig. Do you think Baumia cares? Because he's calling you a thief. He's calling GRA workers thieves. He's basically not finding his way or getting his way. So everybody is a thief in Ghana. And so, Sa Papa we nkwasa some king. Sa se we Baumia kan Kamahama ne kan wo Ghana. Anke benya himfuni bi. Akromfo ni bi a omaka kan yomo. use so mo hu na hwo ho nyina betena wo se ba ma de odidi atem mahama mpe Ghana for asem kwase akeka we omkwakotwa picture ba omi abekeka mo aboso se short bread biscuit na watran finfi no mo twa picture omosia kokko na mo te wo se ya me see imebunu no mo njimi biem o udi hini wo ahemfie and udi hini wo obusuafo so amanfo ya yehye no amanfo sika sɛ asɛ no amanfo aso ya yehye mu hia dwuma ayɛ no ufra wo ntoma na wankasa nyansɛmu a asa udi hini na udi no ahemfie nkoa o saa 1823 na ye nyina ye kontokwa na ye nyina so hu fi ne nipa ba ko echi na ono kwa tia pakan mu ye se ye kontokwa won fantimemu na ya so nipa ba ko tia pakan mu ye firi fantimemu kokko memu saa nkwase ade na obi anya biemo oyo hene a wano asem nyansa be firi wano aba ene be ma nipa ebu so oyo hene na so okasa jimi mu a saa nipa o mo hye wase no o metreat se jimifo sa mama politicians take over ahindie na mudi na ya ntomo so aba na because of politics the mama politicians ejimi mu a me say respect munya ba kumpo ena mo de bete Ghana mo ahemfo ni bi bema bie ni Ghana bema bie ni asantememu na pia wona na me do mimbo nimtia ba me say bema bie ni asante bema bie ni asante otu adua te seme a obetumi bie na no radio so any TV so aka say ye ni asante fo yankwa ne tumi to aba yi NPP bema bie no oba bie ni a otu adua a me metia so obetumi bie na no aka sa asem no e wo NPP nobody the day that person will do that me do me duro they say me pe obi free me nhia me pe obi every NPP Council of Elders mu enya ntwatwaboafo no enya ntwaboa no ejimijimi fo no mo fom no me pe Council of Elder penyini baako oya santini me pe obi a ofiri menhia bebi a otumfo wofa eyi £700 eti NPP me pe nipa baako a owa kukuduro te se me e ko beedu e ma na betina radio so betina TV so aka se me ya santini mapa me fra santimemu me wofa eni otumfo me wofa ena sebio ode £700 e ko kyekere NPP yeni asantefo nko an ye to aba eyi NPP no man no woman and I'm telling you this on authority because yeni asantefo di bi ye usual kamfo na che bonofo say ye usual mo say moa ache inti ama bonofo adwene say asantefo ye petumi ane de bonofo etwitwi fom akogye tumi and the bonofo so busa omo say running mate and so nchen omo and when you look at the terrain it is time for bonofo any a hunter for to be considered. So I'm asking because as far as we know menti say obi aka say NDC yet ne papa fie ne papa yi 200 Ghana but mate say NPP yet ni menhia otumfo na kai say the £700 at here so I know that menhia e ho na NPP na say NPP person kire say enya tribal party enya party eye mateme ho party a omo ye yiyimu a they should open up to akamfo omaka say NPP for person kire say asantefo nkwa na de NPP ba power omumbi omano no monka mepe Council of Elder ni mepe eye den menhia mepe obi a oye ni patitiru say yes me ye this year me NPP ni eno na say ka kire say NPP na enam ho no eye akamfo maka ene to nkwase abama NPP asantefo you kuma bi you are less than 5%. Mo betuma ka de mo pese mo ka bia Kevin Taylor didi otumfo atam otumfo to be hwe me ano oboni nsem. And I will always show you people this document. And I will never stop showing you people. Because that document will share the breakdown of Asantemai. Why Asantemai is not strong when it comes to politics and elections. Ethnic groups are almost Ashanti region 2021 census near. We account for almost 3.8 million. Our Ashanti region. Because account for almost Ashanti region. Into Ashanti region, almost come say Ashanti region almost 3.8. Obaso chem se 3.8 ni na asante for unim bono for moti asante memu unim ko fu moti asante memu Unim Ayadian, a equiapim form to Santimemu, Unimum Fantiform to Santimemu, into 3.8. It should tell you, say, Asantifor are no more than 1.5 million. And the 1.5 million come the more. Not all of them are eligible to vote. And if all of them are going to vote, you will not get the total number coming out to vote. And you need to understand, I account for Maka and a account for NPP as anti-for party no a winning power. This is the breakdown of 2021 census Ashanti region. Into account for Maka say I wanna infante equiapim Kufo a hunter for a sehi a bono techiman for Sanko for no 3.8 Asante for mundi 2 million. We 2 million quite the man Asante for. You will not get more than 1.2 million who are eligible voters. It technically to abaya Asante for to abama NPP do 700,000. Now you get a drift. Into Asante no, the flesh is from these other Akan speaking tribes. Asante rolling around. Asante is a tie ball. Asante the Amamaya fan. Into Asante always is rolling around and picking feathers from other places to make it look big. But when you scrape the flower, the cotton or whatever from it, you realize that Asante for basic. Asante no intafre and how do you call it? Feathers? Intakra na ma Asante ayekese. Into Asante is a tie ball and the mama ya fa ho. Into omo to na ewura bono na afa bono fo ni bi. Na omo to ewura techiman na ewuro na taratara techiman fo ni bi. Na ewuro wasa. Into omo nyina agu Asante mem na ama Asante takra ayekese. Na so we takra na Asante to say. And anything I make a trouble say Mahamudu Baumia say oskepi any Akan tribe. No koya Santinia. Now we any Akan tribe person na kotuma NPP we Jimmy. You know why? Because they don't consider you people as relevant. Because oba Asante memua Gadangbe omo 59,000 in crime for omo tia Asante memu. Eya awona for 187,000. 2021 omo census will. It means from 2021 to 2024 ebia beka ho. Ohwe Gwan for mo tia Asante mem 53,000. Eya Gama omo 204,000. Eya de Moli Dagbani for eya Dagomba for omo almost 670,000 and over. Dagomba for so we a grusi for 129,000 Asante memu kwa census ni. We a mandi omo 143,000. We other ethnic groups are yan record omudin omo 82,000. Enti yamfa ne say account for mo tia Asante memu yamfa 2 million per Emma Asante for and start 2 million no eligible voters 1 million. And the eligible voters omo be count to omo ballot to show up on election day yamfa ne say 800,000. Realistically, Asante for omo to abama NPP omo do 650 to omo maximum is 700,000. That's all. So 1.6 1 point dey nyina other groups na dem omo. Are you getting the reality here? And it's not domahina small can very important. Is so important and crucial. This is the time our groups in the Bono region should be coming out and insisting that ya to abama MPP a che Baumia embrenie and say to any ye ye besa ko enkwase adwuma ama Asantefo ni bi omo wia no maka kire mo say to me no e o menhia into omo wia na omo mu bi e disrespectable if we say sabio mumu bi hu nyansa hu say o samo so mo prade bra fie enti say Baumia ko bunu memu a ohini bie ni wa otumi bie na no ka se Mahamudu Baumia na yeso na na no mama ko school ni bi o yeso na na no mama ya kanfo yeso na na no akasa bunu domahene nko an tumi busa sa question no adenti na bunu man hene wentumi ambusa sa question no aden na bunu hene ontumi impress ade ne ma bunu fo wonim bunu fo a omo politics mo munim nyansa omo ben e che na po onim bono for manuate bono for munimu nyansa bono for omodi omuhu ni plenty of them onim bono for munimu nyansa chen napo country any NPP for bobom din asante for no but every day NPP for hu bono for so omojimi omodo omo yankwase adwuma hwa abronye. So at this point, me catch them more can for na maka no. Muja mo amokwan NPP be treat himself more. 2024 ne be hwe. Breaking news. Na say ne be ka say SGSS before obu be free Ghana. And na news ne ba and NPP for SA nyina ye Jimmy ye boa. Foreign companies are going. SGSSB has made profit. They activated their propaganda tool. Ladies and gentlemen, you break away and sani akwenim. They chire mo mind sani say. Brofo, makacham say a dangerous weapon. So one te brofo a de bia obi be fa so ye kwasea ye be use as a slave. 2 days ago ne beka say SGSSB omo ba be gu Ghana branch because economy na say. Omo nya kapre. Ye won namfofo ye won nuanom omo ye dwuma SSB. Ye wo senior omo so ebre am be so mo hwe omo ma. Sa news ne ba bontene ma NPP for catch say yankwasiafo ye Jimmy Hwinsi. And the SGSS before a release statement. Makaja say brofo a dangerous. We Jimmy and ye be retreat you. This is what they have said now. SGSS before say SG Group announces strategic review of Société Générale Ghana. Brofo ene da hosa no. Se mo amasua brofo kakrada no. Ni nyina ne se SGSSB say omu dwumadi a omu di no Ghana no. Enko yi. Inti omu sa de omu ni behwe ni biem. Di on person ka kire mo ne se emu nyamfa so na omu be free Ghana. SG Group announces strategic review. See, I can say review, it could be upwards review and then downwards review. And even a John Mahama catch them on say, Adebia NCC suno, yasheni biem, ne yasheni biem ne nya, ne atenete nyoma. SGSSB, enya government institution though, a profit making venture. It's a can review aha. SGSSB. It is not like free SHS you can review. When a profit-making entity tells you, I want to review my stay here, then they are telling you, I am thinking of relocating. And that ABIA, the number of banks are a work room hana muno. Say 20, they might leave only one. ABIA. They will not go with all the banks. They will move all the banks and leave one. And the one they will leave, they will let it partner another bank. Indirectly, SGSSB say, Omo share. So, Omo be yomo bank, you mani na do free Ghana, no mo jacket we be or Ghana. Brofone da hon sanetre. Remember, SGSSB, any government policy. When you say you want to review a government policy, you want to restructure it and make sure it benefits the citizens. So the priority of reviewing free SHS is to benefit the citizenry. The priority of SGSSB is to make profits. And the profit is not for you, it's for them. So if they are not making the profit they want, they have the right to take 90% of the company out and leave 1%, which will not cost them anything. Mamenya is simple. Now if you Jumedia EC eye katashye ene proye ene krono ene sene on peso mu wia abanim ema NPP mo kai se embrebia me ka kire mo se EC Electoral Commission je mensa ne boss man be ka kire se omo machines bi a yede to aba a ewo Electoral Commission ho no ayera na nipa bi na ewia no me ka kire mo se obi anwia ye omo de ama NPP fo na sa machines no mo se ayera no eye machines a omo ko chiro din edi eguso me ka kire mo ha eno na ende yedu eye limited registration a kakra NDC for ebusa simple questions a aye din ama jemen samo se omo be pene time omo ka se omo machines enum ayra na saa machines no eye machines a ehia pa ye de to aba eno na ye di edintwore nyina guso etraba eto aba. Now ebesi ne EC a omo so security ye tighter omo cameras e wo be bia no omo ntumi fa video ba kompom ba abonten be kan kire se edan we mu ana edan we mu ana edan we mu ena asemesi we huri wo ebe wia machine no obi an kan kire ye omo a yesi omo ko wia machines ni so a ye hu obi enim na nse ye tie ye ka kire se court says ankofo no omo mu bail so omo nko into omo ko wia na ye nim omo CCTV cameras ewo EC wa ewo se capture akromfo a omo si mu se omo ko wia omo wia machines na ye hu footage bia ena ye te ha no so nipa omo ko wia na omo nim ankasa ye mfa nkire wo bia it as you sit here saa nyoma miensa we gi mensa say ye gimi on kan nkire wo bia fine ene ya start eye limited registration we ni nyina ne say omo a omo din eni eye de nwoma nim anase register mu a omo pese omo din bekam ebehjem ene omo a sebio omo register da omo abedi 18 a omo pese omo din behjem no saa nkofo ne ye bie hu kwan ama omo se omo so matchiro omo din na yemfa omo din enka omo a omo betuma to aba 2024 December na hwe bibia problem no ase de nketia asem okana bi dwom kakri bi ama eba registration na ye actual nipa din na machine na ye de ye no ye frɛ no BVR broni be friend biometric voter registration kit inti ye ka nyoma mienu asɛm wa de ye de ebe kyerɛ wudin no machine na ye de be kyerɛ wudin no saa machine na ye frɛ no BVR kit no ɛno na ye kyerɛ wudin a ebe kɔso saa machine no ye frɛ no BVR and ye kyerɛ wudin da saa computer no ene na wudin no bekwa kwotena so na ya kyerɛ wudin awie no ya o machine ye frɛ no BVD eno na ada ye to aba no ene na ya na ohunu wo ho no eno ye frɛ no biometric verification device saa de de ye ende de registration ye to aba ye mfa ma but de ende machine saa akoto no iswa ye le ebo wonsa no ye frɛ no verification de registration kit no eno na ya kyerɛ wudin de agu so na ya kyerɛ wudin gu so a na ye wie bibia no ye frɛ bi BVD saa machine no ene na ada ye to aba no ene na ɛwɔ bebi a obokakɔ to aba no ye wie edi na ya kyerɛ gu ɛyɛ BVR no so ye beyi ni nyina de aba begu ɛyɛ BVD no so enti ye begu BVD no so a eno na wudu election day polling station a ye bo wudin Kevin Taylor ebetwe wudin na ba it does all tia say sa BVR na and the year registration no so wudin koso a enkyere so beto aba until say EC no eyi wudin no upload the egu BVD no so wudin number BVD no so a enya de obetuma to aba Ghana. That means say Electoral Commission no obetumi edi edin a ono pe aka BVR machines ne so the end amokoto no registration no Electoral Commission betuma kofa nipa 50,000 din abehjem inti se obi anhwa na wasesa saa din de agu BVD ne so inti on the day of election no saa machine no de besiwa ebeba se nipa 50,000 din wom na saa nipa no monte ase eyo mo ana de ahyem e wa santimemu omo ana de ahyem e wa ifa e wo edien Eastern region inti NDC for say yete na mo se nkofo abebo ewura mo office abewia mo machine num se se yete yenim nipa machines ni wono ho yenim dwumadi a omudidi enti for us all ye ne party omo Ghana nyina ya dwunu be ye fine no saa machine and ye de bon nkofo ano di omudi kwagugu so a ye frɛ no BVR no machine bia wo number sronko a ɛwɔ ho NDC for catch from agent say obian record number ɛwɔ machine ho sɛnea bɛyɛ a sɛ EC ɛyɛ adwuma wɔ asankregua school police station A na nipa 20,000 ɛna saa machine nko a record ya edina ana serial number no a ɛwɔ no and no quite a bit much say machine when at the core a asankregwa BA school no and no quite recording nipa 20,000 send your bay see a nipa 20,000 the BVD so on election day and quite say ebia ye nipa 20,000 abe nipa 18 and nasa abe nipa 300,000 in the NDC for say prepare your and it say nyoma mu beda final EC ma omo de omo agents no entumi recording machine bia ebo nipa nsa no send ye be hu machine bia nipa dodo a omo kire omo din send ye be ye movie nyoma no ana ye transfer a din no e de ko BVD ne so a enko ye problem because there na ebe ya say ye register nipa 20,000 e obantama na election day yakoduru ho no na sa machine na ye transfer nyoma ne ye ko hu BVD ne so a nipa 2,000 ebe ha dwene ebe ha NPP for into the abayan say NPP for some true number no NDC for true number no send your beya on the day of election yen nyina be hu say Bantama school A machine we for nipa 15 into nipa 15 ampara omudin wo so BVD ne so eno na NDC for ka because yate Ghana sisi no sa machines 5 na isi sa yira no yenim nipa esini dem yenim nipa be wakofa school be register or bo edin gu so. The only way you bet me a separate some machines na ayira no from the area juma and say you bet me a pick serial numbers of the end area juma is say we are no send a bear dachi bi ebia NDC ni NPP ni CPP ni bi ekofa 5 no ba be wure mu a ye nyina ebe hu say 5 we die ada ye registration no na any system ni mu nti edin e wo so no efiri hin na buy eno ani ade a NDC for say yenye na emunda ho fine Electoral Commission for say lie. NDC agent will resist attempt by the EC to prevent them from recording serial number. Into ubusa EC for now almost response and say we have nothing to hide. Your request is risky for Ghana's electoral system. How risky is this request? How is this request risky? Because the riskier part of this is the 5 machines that are out there that we don't know what is happening to it. The 5 machines na yenim ni serial number, yenim what they are using it for, yenim ni pa one ho, yenim the amount of work they are doing on it, and then they are risky. But what the EC and the NDC ebusano the safer protection way, because one yetifie and ye won koko 10. And a nipa bi ewuram anakoko hwede bi ewuram abayi trade ko now die na o se ye yem pese kokko hwede de baba biem asa abayi trade akọ na wakọti sa de akoko kontware abefrem nti ye se ye ebuo yenye ebuo na enkoko nso na aka no yembo ho ban se ne be ya obi ntumi nkofa mmoa bi mbefrem ma yembo na yare anase sa akoko hwede no ense nya chance embewia nkoko ni bi de na akoko ba tan ne ka se eno de emmoa no sa akoko ba tan no kasa mboa na ne mpena ne kokkohwede no akoko ba tan ne madu ena kokkohwede bi abawia miensa de ko ena enkoko nyini cock a omo area se akoko ba tan won kokodu ena emu miensa kokkohwede akwa amoako ata abawia de ko ya pese ye bo ho ban amoako ata ye kromfo enti won kokoyi yebeye ebuo ne de wo ne wonkoko ni nyina ahyem sene beye a enkoko ni bi a enhira anwakwata ontumi nyibi na wabɔ wo ho ban ene wonkoko no ho ban na wo ba na nyiniye se akoko ba tan ne kasa ompene a na ebi akoko ba tan no ne mpena ne kokkohwede no enkora na osesa na kokkohwede ma enu ntina akoko ba tan ne ntumi nkasa. Mensa preventing the EC from getting access to the serial. Mensa preventing NDC from getting access to the serial numbers. No, Mensa knows where the 5 kits are. Sa 5 machines no say only they gave it to the NPP. The idea ni nyina say anything this NPP for catch them say yeah the tactics be winning elections. No, they have the 5 machines. Our East, our NPP headquarters. Mark Menu any NC boss handle some machine. No. They are loading it with fake names. They are loading it with over 2 million names. What is going to happen in the say? Some machines, no, almost percent almost the fra on the day of election BVD machines, no, and I say BVR machines, no. Na move sardine nyina de ko BVD ne so. What they want to do is say on election day, on the ground, Uber say NDC for Twaba, but results in the bar Uber say a different because I then I 60,000, not NDC nya 20,000, NPP nya 40,000. Oh, say a Twaba, Monko Court, and it's a debia Samia Ukumo, and it's a debia Nanabimo, and it's a brandy champ on ba Umiamo Jane said they win the elections. Into the NDC need to insist to say every BVR machine, the serial number is recorded. If they decide not to do it, they need to rush them and do it because the EC is rigging the elections. And they be a Ghana for this is how elections are rigged. Into the 5 machines now NPP4, and NPP4 say we know there's going to be a 3 million gap between Bawumia and John Mahama. They know Bawumia and Mahama gap a 3 million votes. The 5 from NPP4 say loading with fake names. And they will slowly and quietly move them. And it's na asiedun ketiaka say first no machines and kedi koye adwuma na electoral officers no location na activity. And the EC said that be machines in the esi keke na wo officer activity. Na so na wo officer wo activity a what shows to say want to me and loading up from the office. Into what the NDC are asking is simple. Jemen Sani Bossman no bonini krono oma bono. Omo die chire true form timanso na omo jade omo ye no because they are bent on rigging election 2024. It's a fact. But you and I are the people with the power. You and I are supposed to support the NDC. Debia Mekacham said the NDC can do its part. It's a political party. Members yes saying yenya yefa janim no yenya nkofo we treat you bad no inti say and the NDC focus let's go and demonstrate and walk to the EC office. Everybody should be part of this to go to the EC office to show almost say we are not playing here. So NDC focus on here 20,000 people on the street to help save the democracy of this nation because what the EC is doing no is basically to destroy our democracy and to come to me see let's see what Jane Mensah is doing on a Bossman Asari. The Omo Yeno into Kwabe to Mesia, it will never end. We will not have a chief, we will not have a queen. Nobody in Ghana can stop it. We are seeing the red flags. We saw, and so yenya him funi bi nkwasiafo ni bi eso soba omiaso. Omo refi omo say etija, nobody is a chief in Ghana. Omo refi say etija, nobody is a pastor in Ghana. Etija, nobody is an imam. Etija, we will all go down. So and a man for begin say nipa kuobi and this one affects them. Etija, it does not know NPP, does not know NDC. I can tell you on authority. Some machines don't say Irana and it is with the NPP. I am telling you. And Nuntina, Samia Ukumbetina TV, so we will use tactics. They don't have message. They don't have anything. Samia Uku is scared to go to jail. Only Sika Wedino NLA. He knows. He has so many friends in the NDC. And he starts to befriend them and all. He knows he go to jail. He knows. I have documents of people sending documents. Corruption, ECOSUO, NLA. Samia Uku knows. All these boys know the crime they have committed. They don't care if the democracy of this nation goes down. But what about you? Enewomba, obey the 2 years. Election 2020. Now we did 1 year. Can you carry your child and walk to Togo? Can you carry your baby and walk to Burkina Faso? These are the things we are talking about. These people are preparing this nation for disaster. Help the NDC. Support their cause. At least they are telling Ghanaians we want transparency. At least they are not being chaotic. They are telling us that there should be transparency in our elections. How many political parties in Africa call for transparency? But why do you think the EC and the NPP are doing this? They have picked your machines and given it to the NPP. And I keep telling Ghana you might not like me, but I am safe. You might not like me. You might die early because of your foolishness. You might not achieve your dream because you kept quiet. You think this fight is for some people. It is for you. You think the fight for democracy is for some group of people. It is you who can save your democracy. Nobody can save your democracy for you. When you send 20 people out there, people who suppress democracy will crush them. But when you send the masses there, when you send thousands of people out there, they can sustain their democracy. They will crush the oppressor. And anytime they be a catcher will say, politics is not for some group of people. See, I'm saying in one gym and support transparency, accountability, and to protect our democracy. A few people like Akufo-Addo and the NPP group Kitwa, they will crush our dreams. And they are on the road to do that. Let us sit in Ghana and say, Senyamebeye, yen never than emwa. In Noma, in Pete, ebedi enam. Yama menum, ye be chomuti, ye yirenum, ye be chomo, yama ebedanem kwa ewonko fu krum. They will scream and nobody will hear. The signals are there for us to speak and save our democracy. We cannot afford to slack or slow down. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the NPP, they don't care. They are ready. They are ready to kill more. But we are the people. In the history of Ghana, the Electoral Commission, they have not lost any machine before in the history of Ghana. For the first time in our history, 5 big machines are lost. CCTV did not cover anything. The people who stole the machines, we don't know their faces. Till date, nobody has told us anything. In the history of the Republic of Ghana, people have come together to submerge our democracy. People have come together to suppress this democracy. I keep saying, Ghanaians, you might not like me as a messenger, but I always say we came without a Bible or a Quran. There's a specific reason why I say we come every day without a Bible or a Quran. It means we should put our religious affiliation together and think as a people and fight for our democracy. What we have done all these years, no? And then they say we have been able to tell you the truth. You might not like me because maybe I am telling you the truth, but it does not mean to say the American intro. You see, there are 2 things here we need to look at. Majority of the people who are fighting me and don't like me, they are fighting me because they have a problem with me telling Ghanaians the truth. That is all. It is not because me who are fetching one and say me okay, Chelmo. What hurts them then they say, why is this gentleman telling Ghanaians the truth? Until when they come to you, the Obeka one and say Kevin Taylor did atem. Yes, it is true. I correct people. But what they cannot fight is Kevin Taylor some more kind and I say no cry. Those are the important things. And I'm yet to see any NPP person get out, sit on TV to say Kevin Taylor a can't draw a deal we not obwa. Loud Silence TV, Loud Silence Media, more TV this obi aba abeka semia a yatro. Nobody. You can talk about how strong and how harsh our words are. You have the right to do it. No, we don't care. And I don't care. But you cannot contest the facts we put out here. And it's original baby. Eka say Kevin Taylor, mentina, na sani pano or bonsam on penocre. That is all. Because if today you are in Ghana and you have a problem with me, then the question is, why do you have a problem with me? Do you have a problem with me because I am telling the people the truth, or I am insulting the people, lying to yet the citizens? There are 2 things here. If you don't like the insult, that is one. You might not agree with me for using strong words, but you cannot take away that fact. And the facts don't need a minor. When you hear people speak about me, speak about people on my platform, and then at the end of the day, they are not able to tell you, say, Kevin Taylor is a liar, then you have to understand they know that whatever we are putting out there are the facts. Now, if what we are putting out here are the facts, why should anybody have a problem when I say that this government is a corrupt government? The president and Bawumia are not supposed to lead. Why should you contest me? Because I have been able to prove to you that these are the reasons why Akufo-Addo and Bawumia are not supposed to be given the nod to lead Ghanaians. Senka me starting show no, and I starting show no. If we had not been able to prove to you why Bawumia is a criminal, why Bawumia is a liar, why Akufo-Addo is an imposter, and it like you have the right to come and say Nipa Oka we use strong words, no. We are looking at the fact. They have not done it. But you have not been able to fight that fact. But you are trying to hide behind Kevin Taylor and the words and wedding, Odiatem, Atema Kevin Taylor it does not change the facts. Because we Jimmy Fua, at the end of the day, oh mame, Obaba Kupe and a wakwara. When I tell you are a fool, when I tell you are an idiot, you can contest it. You can say, I am not a fool. I am not a thief. I am not an idiot. But you cannot deny, say, oh mame or chemo and your mame. Obia a wona sasubi, say a IVF cra or ban a woo. Say a cesarean a or ban a woo. Into that fact, you cannot contest it. So you can contest everything that I say, Kevin Taylor there, we did we atem, Pejini we on penasem, Omwa there, it is your opinion. People have different opinions. We understand. People have different ways they present their fact. But you cannot contest the fact to say, Nana do dan kweku fuado, the ya fa no ho, the ya kan fa ba omia ho, the documents you have shown, the facts that you have put before, you cannot contest it. And no sooner may gina so eka se ba omia ye kromfo. And no enemy agents can say Baumia ye. And no enemy agents can say Baumia does not have that mental capability to lead Ghana. So the two go hand in hand. The strong words and the facts. Because by the facts, no, we can't no chronic children. No matter what say, a day we are we and we Jimmy. And in a Bible, mom to catch us say, Sa akwara Jimmy, ye den, ye dede, ye chenaso. Onyanko ponko krokono krase nipa, udi bonia, onyanko ponwa at such a mount. It means to say, some of the facts ma we are, or some chira say nipa na odi sa adwuma no, sa nipa na Jimmy. Because enkwara enye duanindi. Enkwara etiduasi ko school. Na say nipa bi kofa 14,000 euros an hour ekofo plane. Edi na mwiem say shower ene wo muti no pa. Sa nipa no we Jimmy. I am justifying the Jimmy no me ma wate ase. I didn't just come to sit here to tell you say Kufuado is foolish. I made you understand why Kufuado is foolish. I made you understand why Baumia cannot be trusted. Why Baumia is not trustworthy. Into send out to Ghana. Now say, you are like any Ghanaian. We are with Juma. No man koso. BBM ding. Oto about 2012. Oto about 2016. Oto about 2020. And I will bet about 2024. Dear Ekura what so on Hinebekano. Sa or Hinena Samobeka. And then I'll be here so to Abana so Brabum. These are two things you ask yourself. Baby, it doesn't matter from the north, south, east, and west. Baby, I want to know, or hinia odi so. Na no asem and I'll be sure the atuaba na say, wabrabo wutim, and then I'll be sure so the atuaba. That is what we call you are applying common sense. You are intelligent enough to make a decision or to choose a leader to lead you. Because the moment I went to me who say no, then you are not ripe enough or matured enough or sane enough to go to the ballot. Samiti krom na semi krom hene eka se aban esiso aban na ye ne fe aban na ya ade aban we de me do no na me amiti krom no me pension sika aban na fa ye dia wo begina ohene asema wo ka so anasa o pension sika wo do kobo bra ko wu no ene na wo begina so ato aba. That is common sense. Enti basically no enye de ohene beka ena e wo se edicide wo bra eye Jenny wanka se eda wutirima wo badwini sebio ebia ohene na otewo eka se aban we dia bepe no aban na toka ache no ebia aban na afa ne ba adwuma ebia de yare bi ba na aban na hwe no ebia sa ohene no meken owo aban contract inti ono ohene no kura no ondwene wo a wuti kuro no ho a okwan yenyeye wunsuo yenyeye o kanea engina so o pension sika ahye sa ohene no galamsi ekoso no emfa no ho efri se ya fa ne hu ehu nipa e wa aban mu adwuma efri se ebia NPP a ote sa akro no so no busumi bia no obra ohene ni sika enti wapomuden ene wabra abo ebekoso no sa ohene no he does not care enti sa oso ekromuma na se ohene bi eto waka se me a meye ohene de me na me se aban we de mo ya ade a it should not translate into wadwene a wodwene sebio ohene no owo na adwene ena wo so a wo hye nase no wo wa adwene sebio ohene no oda oso dae ena wo so dae ba mo so dae ba ako sebio yakase obi ye ohene edi kroso a saa ohene no anadwo oma obi asika enkonko ye duane ndi saa ohene no anopatututu onfa obi an begina ne fia no se munji sika nko didi efi se me na me ye o man hene ana me na me odi kro inti oso otia se apart from odi ne hene no ohene de odi but wo so obra bia wo so obo inti wo hwe obra boma ɔhene ni a odi na ɔka sɛ nyoma akɔ so no nyoma ɛkɔ so wɔ wabrabom. Those are the things you ask yourself as a Ghanaian. Me, I will never beg anybody to vote. And I will never beg anyone to vote for the NDC. There are so many people in Ghana on NPP for, and I respect their opinion and I respect their decisions. Because I don't know pay. There are so many people on Ghana on NDC for. I respect the opinion, I respect their decisions. There are Ghana for Dudua, Omo Genese or Soma Brabo Ye, Omo, and in Nipa, Yeni Omo Kasa. And they could be from the NDC, and they could be from the NPP. And they could be a group who have been misled for a very long time. They need the truth to, at the end of the day, change their lives. Going into election 2024, no, say a Ghana for us a Sebio Yajrimudo, and we want to really be rational in our decisions. Momentary Yajrim Kwechi from 1992, ye Ghana, a crow, ye kasi about democracy. Now, JJ Roll is the DNM Fourth Republic. I him for Obama, him for Ko, Emma him for Atna Oma him fie from the north, south, east, and west. I catch are buying different kinds of governments on my idea. At the end of the day, Yeni Nipana ye shet sa I him for national. At the end of the day, Yeni Brema I him for no omotomo. And I'm making it simple for you. Into Busa I want you now come no ohine no ohun. Brena o breno ohine na odi wusuno ono brena wo fem no ohun. Anadwi ohine oyire nyam na sebio awoka na ekuro na mutim na hospital nim no ohine na otewo na ne ka siwo na yekura ho no ogin se ohine no awoka oyire 2 am a ohine no efa no ho indi so ohine bi betena TV so ohine bi ebegina politician nim na se sebio obeye day care chief obeye say e dey say sebio cash out chief e pay as you go chief na se wandwene ne nkuro ma ho ade omuhia na odwene ono angasa no ebia enku bia okoto asra ana yombo bia okoto atwi na so ohene na adwene ntuma mbefie andwene eye de nipa odi omoso ahokyere omukom na ogina politician nim na okasa tra na elso otia sa ohene no ondwene wo ho sa ohene no oye pesaminkumnya sa ohene no oye selfish into the era of ahemfo take a position Emma nipa bi adwene se de omo beka no ena sebio nkromu mma ene imebunu no befa no saa era no e wo se etwam because the etikrom ha ena John Mahama esi de e-blocks e wo Ghana afanya bibia na ahemfote wo ene bia no ne etikrom ha ena John Mahama start free SHS progressively ahemfo nyina enutua omu nyina hu bi ehu omu nananom ene omu nkroba omu kobi yetikrom ha ena John Mahama koye nsuo ma nkuro ma ahemfo ba ase ebetwa ehomam yete krom ha ena John Mahama ebeye mpuntundwuma eye de ekosi dam osirem yete ya ena John Mahama eba Ghana ebeye de fiber optic cable eleya ema and the internet bae sa adabia John Mahama ene NDC e commission bibia na ahemfo ne tewo nanso sa ahemfo no they could not tell you say to aba na sa nyoma no enkoso sa ahemfo ya na ende Mahamudu Bawumia Ekufuado aba yabo nipa nwotwetuo saa ahemfo no omna na no monka ho omti krom ha omtie news anopa omtie news enwumre saa ahemfo eti krom ha amegu se pensioner afo sika a eda senate yese senate sika ahye ema PDDEP abeka pensioner afo mo sika nyina ahye ahemfo nyina tie news nyina nim de ekọ ni nyina omti krom ne bi saa ahemfo eti ha ema ende krono ne katahye a yehu from Pomboaten Galamsey ehon report ode kom Ekufuado ma Ekufuado anya hu adwuma ahemfo nyina tie news omunim ni nyina eyed Bawumia beka kire se sidi no wache na to dem ma sidi ne de entumi nko nanim biem na dollar no ebe mre ma sidi ne nya hoden ende sidi no ewo $4 no 14.55 for say 15.22 ahemfo nyina ne etikrom ha enti so ende ohene bi tutuntuma abegina Bawumia nim na because of ebia de amanedi because of ebia emwebia aban ayama no because ebia behind the scenes dealings bia aban ayama no na so obegina ho kasama wa na so wonim obra wutim na abroba wo bo ene bra wo bre na so obeka so ohene na asema wa kanti ene na akoto abamba ba omia na with all due respect no wejimi see na ma ne susumina so wo saa nipa no wo ye jimifo every say wa ma ohene na daadaa wa ma saa ohene no saa ohene na oye kontomponi a wehu no kura mpɛ sɛ ɔbɛka no saa ohene na daadaa because ɔde wo ho anyi sika akoto semina asra ɔde wo ho anyi sika every politician ho akoto yomo asra. That is the danger we are in. Ain't it? The young people in Ghana today, mo amonjuma say, mo amobre, mo anyoma nkoso, mo amowie skutifie, in summer NPP ni ba omiaka ebesi ne, sebio ahemfu we nyina me papa yo mahene. He's a paramount chief. And news echoes so Ghana nyina papa tibi. The esi so Ghana nyina papa tibi. Ain't it? At the end of the day, se nyoma enko ye, na se bia ba omia ko giram papa enim na me papa ka kire ba omia se wa ya ade nyame nhirawo nyame ntonkwam na se sebio o ma medi president sawo esu bi ma me ka kire papa se papa ye kronfo. I will tell my father because se me papa ne ma ne bo mutu o techiman south ankasa ankwase asem no sebio kan papa kon kan kire ba omia senka me papa senka sebio sa pension for sika no me papa sika ene wom ena ni nyina hye ya me sure sem papa ankon kasa enti se me papa ba omia be gina me papa enim na me papa ya o man hene na o ka che ba omia se nyame ntunkwam wo ye nipa kese wa boa Ghana abram papa nim se dollar no swallow onim se dollar no eku Ghana fo abram papa nim se yaboni pa ngotwetuo abram papa nim se soamefo omadwuma sei abram papa nim se sesi a nipa ntumi nya adwuma light ni ngina so na se me papa ebe gina ba omie no ka che ba omie se wa ya ade pa onim nyansa wo ye obi also okoso nyame ntonkwam na bedi president a na se me papa onka no kre into at that moment I need to tell my father that he has become corrupt but se me papa ene ebia obi otese me papa etena konwam na se ohene ba na se eba omiaba na otumi ka no kore kire na then me papa is doing every single person a favor if you say ba omia konwa no Ghana fo akonwa enti ahemfo na mo sori na ma hyehyɛ white chapel mo hyehyɛ white chapel abu adwetwe mu tirimu yommo yusu moton ho ba mu ba omia na ba omia betua sika ma na moti tibedwom egu mu ho anim ase no mmebunu no omutu atia when they strike mo ahemfo no mbɛhye mo first because you are the closest to them send gidigidiba send wentwu yekoto aba na NPP EC efa kotikwa so pese omo gifri Ghana for sem na Ghana for kasa omo ntiase a se mmebunu no atwitu a mo na mo ye immediate people they will come after mo ahemfo na mo wo sa kuro ni mu no mo na mmebunu no ebekum first mo na mbeba mo ahemfia bebo mu tuo first every se ba omia de otenkran every say Kufuado or not tenkran Jemensa or tenkran na wa wote ekura a wa gene so oyo hini a wodi ba omia nim no wo e na mo be chew etwa wa hem it is about time a mo ahemfo na amada no mo ahemfo dey care ye ba ni abehye mo gudam na mo frefrantuma na mo twa group pictures 1992 year group na ye de akotaletale down it's about time a sebio nananom mumu bi no so mo be start adwene se Ghana emma mo be start adwene se impenifo a muja bibia to ama mo nkirimba munjai dey care politics na mo ye no ene ye betwa photo abeso so politician kwase ampanyin a wama nyoma aya den e wonkofo so momfa yombo no nto kakra munjai moton ne monim na mo yusu no na monka no kora nkire politician na ensesa brabo weja ere yankomo. These are the facts. Because I studied Ghana democracy from 1992. Every government be a baby say aban bi air commission bibia or hineto. Aban bi a president bi aba na say or commission bibi odi dwuma bi a obetwa no a ahemfo ne di omanim. Into then the same ahemfo ya aban bi ba ye besi hospital wo krom. Aban bi ba ye besi chip compound wo krom. Aban bi ba ye ebe ye wo krom kwan. The same ohine wo da ho te ase e ma aban bi aba e ma okromfo high e ma okrom kwan ye nyeye e ma nsuo ayesei e ma okromfo eto a omutua weni tua na se wo sa beji abetena konnwom ebedi adanse se sa aban na eto so na edi nkwase asem ne aban pa akonwa na woto so na wo se ekum tutwini because undi no kure and moyemfo na makado mo na mo say Ghana mumu bi and this has been a character akoswa na asay democracy no intende no politicians bi e de se ba omia o ma dwiri nyina ne se and the Ghana mebunu no omo ofie na omo bre no I don't care about them ma me nko gada ahemfu bi ti se daycare student na me ni omo ntwa picture na yem fa kire mo omo sika na omo nye PR e ma me ba omia kromfo a mama ekrom wo mafo abrabo ayedin enti mo ahemfo na and ba omia e use mu no mo question nyina ne se me question me de ma mo no se mo enti sebio de ekoso Ghana no mu hu ana sebio dwene na mo ndwene Mindi obi atem your mind na ye chichire and your questions na ye busa Sebio munya Ghana fo ana ahemfo na mote Ghana monto light ye dum light na aya munhu ana Sebio mote eya Ghana no All right, thank you sir. Ahemfo no monka Ghana ho ana because sometimes no politicians we be to me kwa ahemfo no ho on hini bitumi bie na no ka se bia so on ti krom ha I say oya chichide e de na hwe kagim after 4 years na yi ni pie some of the chiefs they speak as if say ye to aba wie pe no mu nyina o madane achichide de ma ko hwe kagim enti o mu hwe kagim a na afidi o mu a aba esa betu bie mu pe ye beto aba pe ne akoyi mu Africa kagim because some of the statements ahemfuni bi making no otumu say sebi onyansa nim because in fear 9 and nipa omoti ofie omne omoti ewo fie ene nkro so omunim de ekoso and so politician begina ohine anima na sebio ohine na ayese akwa why it say sebio jimijimi why say sebio nyansa nipa enya arehwemu mu a omde ni si ohine no saa nyansa na ayese omatete ato atwene politician begina ohine anima na ayese ahemfuni bi adane enkwara ayese ahemfuni bi ekasa te se de omonte Ghana ahemfuni bi I say madu sisum na so ama say jimi but also no na te Ghana ha mfie nwotwe abawomia ene ekufuado ene atena ha enti wo saa ohene no wo so mfaso ene den ede na wo prama wo chimma because when tima fa no kore ampre eye den abrabo pa ene de nkunim ama nchiri ba na wo saa ohene no wo ye useless because wo so mfaso a ye de ti krom ha no ene den because ye yi ohene obeka kire say uniska aban na etua to ma no so abatiw na so a ka kire aban se eto na etua ma ono ehon fa so ne de na enya na wo sa kwotena kondwom te se de kedi ne etwetwam pictures na moye mo se moye sorry my say mo adwini ni fie no na aya na mudi abro na se mudi mo ho abro aya na hwan na modwen se moye no because moye dan a mobewu yansu ye bewu na haban dada te na haban mo no te enti na muwu a monananom no modwen som kotena den omukotena esere so monananom no ne de betena Ghana ha enkwasiade a muja ne wechire ama yene ne ya bre no monananom na muja mu wechire ne momma no omuso befam bi. I'm not supposed to sit here and be specific but mo ahemfo akromfo na mo Ghana no bi munim de America na de efe ne say and the mabunu no munjimi biemo the young men and women coming up the fact they are listening to questioning authority sa mo ahemfo na ma ese mo ye political zombies mama politicians use mu se enkoa no mo nananom no mo ho no enya nkwase akeka na mo keka before politicians and be sakra o madwene o they have taken their decision enya wo hene a wato politician nkra bi so o mra na onu betwa picture na so so nkwase asem so and be sesa wo nananom ene sebio enyansafo o mo ti ukro madwene o it will not change anything. Yeni ya santo ambre jimi mre no so yeni sa ambre na yetena kodo so ko ako na obi boy etuo tu nsuo mo embre na yedu no eye den eye a new world a nipa eye research and sana we take a decision emmebu na omaba na omubusa nsem enti mo ahemfo na mo gu Ghana na mo am adwene say this is cash out time, this is cash out season. Yama ba omi amra, yama politician we mbra na yenka asema ede na yenka nkyere de say ye na no de omugiedi 90% of mo ahemfo mo Ghana inkura motete so inkromuma omunjimu ndi krono ekoso Ghana ene especially galamsey ekoso Ghana 90% of mo ahemfo mo na mama galamsey ekoso Ghana ha. And you people, majority of you are not worth anything. Mama adwene nyamo say Some frefra ntoma na sa politician be gina monim na sebio mo ntoma nka nyansasam na mo de politician no be twitwa mo picture de kwa e be sesa obi adwene se nana ka sei enti me hwema bra bom a me bre no nana nkwasi asam wa kan ti o se me di akire ende mo daada mo ho. It's about time you people started speaking truth. We need to get serious in this country. In kwasi asam no doso. Politicians no use more himfuni be too much. And it's about time the young people, Ghanaians, made you and himfuni be understand. Sebio, with all due respect. You hine and cheso dim nyansa. Sebio, yawa himfo mo jimi. And yawa himfo nyansa for. So getting that position does not automatically make you wise. Yawa himfo yi omono. Sa time no munim ahimfo na de amomo esum faso. So they were fooling. As they grow in the kinship, and I say in that position as a king, no, they start to learn and they start to become wise. Inti ahindia kurano, and intina yachi obi say and they yacho. Ebi a wote bus stop, wote dami ase, ya beti chiro, una also dihine, ya nchi obi adechi enfanu nkosi akonwa so, ya de neshe dem, ne ya chiro amamre ne amane, ne ya de nyansa fofora to trim, efiri akonwa na okotena so no mu nim say, ebi a nyansa ye di bunu ni bi eni tira oba ya mamre mu a ya chi obi se okodi hine a ya ntam na afa ne nkosi abontene emfa ne nkosi apakan mu ya de wo hye dam na ya kirewo. It does not matter the school you have been, it does not matter your position in the in public. It is all about you going through another realm of intelligence and teachings. Send ye be ya de akonwa ne hye won sa ubehu de obeye enu tira mpanifo ya sa enti enye se obi bedi hini a automatically odim nyansa. Yeni ma hemfo me galamse o Ghana onim nyansa o magimi. Yeni ma hemfo mo so politicians so Ghana eje ademde onim nyansa o magimi. So do not, and the young people, we should not sit and let it look like say ohini bia kasa nyansa wom enye ohini bia no kasa nyansa wom. Ohini bia okasa out of selfishness, ohini bia okasa out of nkuratisem, ohini bia okasa out of tribe, ohini bia okasa kura onim bebia ogina. Ne nyansa ne nkyere de se okasama nipa okasama ne ho. So these are things we need to be breaking down. As young people, we need to be taking our time to analyze. Yes, you obi hini asa tu no. Yes, hini asa tu no. Adentra ye to be si obi hini enkwasiade a oye ntine ye tu no. That means they are chiefs who are not intelligent. Let's get this right. Now, there are some calculations we need to do. It's exactly 5797 in Ghana. Emudaho. Mr. P, Mr. S, Emudaho. Emudaho. All right, now see this calculation. Now, before we do calculation, this is what's going on. Aya the Bloomberg. Aya munyina munim Bloomberg Africa. Amuna sikasam eka eba sikasam in samokeka ene nhyehyeye ene sebio oma widra those who are very knowledgeable in finances, in economies around the world, analyzing it. And kind of economists. These are people who have learned how to monitor and how to basically position economies, how they are able to predict how economies will end, how successful it's going to be, or how dupe or gloomy it's going to end. Now, Bloomberg, for some time now, they have predicted a lot of economies and how it's going to do. Yes. Now, they have come out with another statement, and this time they tweeted this and say, Ghana City is in a record 22-day long losing streak versus the dollar. Almost say, Ghana City, no, and now a 22 for 22 consecutive days. 22 consecutive days. Dollar no, City no, and what the tiba from 22 days. The be ya dollar na heading for 22 days. Njaka 8 days now. You're 1 full month. Every single day the city depreciates. A dangerous. Mujimia Mundu December no. Now $1 is to 90 Ghana cedis. Okay, and the $1 is 15.12. Now, so we should the rates and the pace at which it is depreciating in 24 hours, if it keeps on going this way, mundu the end of July or beginning of August, not dollar na across 30. Now ask yourself, Saba umiana oka said dollar na or pick 3.8. Mahama time no. Dollar na do 15.2 no. Busa won't say Saba umiano. Has he told you decisions and physical steps to take? Economic steps to take to stop this in pace? No. There is a problem. Now, Mumbusa more question. Baumia beso the president. The economic management team now mubiye no. Sa economic management team no omweng. Edian faswa de baso. The FX committee na Baumia me biye no. FX committee no edian e baso. Mahamudu Baumia we say Ghana for no yemudu do no Jimmy, we are not smart. When we say the strategy that be no use, keep online. When they ask you questions, don't answer. Keep going. Because you benya Jimmy for say you benya ahem for akronfobi ema obejina omenima obek kan semana ene de. Ba omiati EMT not FX committee. Sa committee me anyway ye the Ghana sketi omoka ebesin ne. Mahamudu Baumia entumi en stop dollar no bibia eko. Na nipa ontumi stop dollar no. You are thinking of handing over the country to him. Echire we Jimmy. Echire woni nyansa. Echire wankasa de ukom no wonte ase. This alone should tell you that we are not at a good place. And we can never be in a good place in the hands of people who brought us here. Baumia ene dia bedru ha. 90% of ahemfo amo Ghana omoto aba. And 90% of him for moto about 2016, 2020, omoto ma Baumia, e die enti no moto aba ma Baumia 2016. E we say Baumia ka say oba dollar no sika sem no obe solve e ma sa ahemfo no omo nananom edwuma akoso. Inti den na sa ahemfo na to sa aba no na ende omo nananom ndwuma sei omo ndwuma egu na still yenya ahemfo Ghana etumi fran toma ba omo to powder e betena TV so e kanfo Baumia na che say ahemfo no sabio enyo omo nyina nanim nyansa bi agimi. I don't have personal issue with Ohinibia. I am trying to deduce the things. I'm trying to let the Ghanaian understand. Said the ekoso no enye selfish interest in a Ghana ntra. This is where we are today. In this end ochna Baumia bo ahimfie na oti ahimfie ka se Baumia de waya ade obetumi ebu Ghana na wo hene wo ye kromfo wo ye omambofo e wo se sebio inkroma afo mu hom tuntosi ogu so won ka no kore every say wo hene no uto aduane uto light uto petrol uto nsuo unim se ekwan ya na se enyeye unim se aban na nya school unim inti se wo ye wo se unim a wo ye se wo hyeda bodama ye so be hyeda bodama kan adwene a kire wo inti mo ahimfo ni bia masha da abodam keka nsam te say de mabodam no yensu ye be sha da keka nsam kire mo say yesu yegimi every say moni da ho na mudi sa nkwase asem no. These are facts. Because mo ahemfo moto abawi a bon koshe ka ejim motifie yenim na ye adwuma mo bi was stores mo bi kirade mo bi judges mo nyina mo nim de ekoso Ghana mo bi a high profile men ebi mo ye diplomat ebi a council of elders ebi mo a council of state for. Until you cannot tell me say mo ahemfo ni bia Baumia eko Ghana mo so no so keka nkwase asem no. You don't know what is happening. You know, but deliberately you want to mislead the people who have given you power. Ya ma utumi ma wo swear so hene so obedi no kure ewia mu enwumre nsuo mo ewie mo eye dan na unhu se wo so ka no kure na won kana keka nkwase asem. This is the problem we have in Ghana. Into Bloomberg for the story number. Ghana's cedi is in record 22-day long losing streak versus the dollar. Almost say Ghana cedi no, there is no way a ebe jina sisia ebe kwa kumuni. Now calculation. Ne anti-chroma. Spare parts dealers boost Nanado's campaign with 200,000 cedis. The presidential candidates of the opposition New Patriotic Party, Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo, had his campaign drive for the 2016 November polls boosted with a donation of 200,000 Ghana cedis from some spare parts dealers at the Abuse Okai spare parts market at Kanishi in Accra. Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who is touring parts of Accra in a bid to woo the electorate to return the NPP to power in this year's elections took his visit to Abosio Kan. Now, we calculation 2016. Abosio Kan for Swame for spare parts dealers. Now the question here is, so in 2016, unya spare parts dealers emom tumi konye sika say ye de koboa political party. That means they were doing well. Anameboa 2016. So unya nipa free Swame, unya spare parts dealers every Abosio Kan any around the country emom tumi call accounts mu koyi sika de beche politician. Then it means 2016 they were doing well. It means their business was flourishing. It means they were not in deficit because unibia ena untumi mwa uobidia ubenye biabwa. So for them to make money to raise 2 billion old Ghana in 2016, so I'm for Abosio Kan for Kokompe for amu nyina yi different kinds of money where for nkwa Abosio Kan for nkwa yi 2 billion old Ghana. So I'm for you more than that. It is a 2016 and Mahama Tiso. So sika then it means their businesses were doing well. No more jumane koso. If you say ende, menya sure se menya obi efri Abosio Kan manage sika se or koma ba omi akoye campaign. E chire de wejimi. If you say I know 90% of spare parts dealers are omo Abosio Kan and Swame, they don't have money sitting there to give to politicians. Now say obi kura free ho eyi sika se or the politician na sa nipa na jimi because we are seeing the dollar to a city and how it is affecting their businesses. This is what happened in Ghana. So, you know, it wasn't that bad. It means it's a namu koso. It means it's a namu sikani be the baby. It means it's a namu tumimpo sevi. Ema mutumi yibi de che. Na yemu say wabra bomunde etiseng. And the baumia ewura Abosio Kan yebenya 200,000 Ghana. Why ne be yi? When yam faswo. Usika da bank de tia na tie. Sika na da ho ansa na wuyi bi ede amaku ado aba power 2016 no. Sa sika na ahia na se bi da ho. And the wejuma no ejina na so na se gu. These are simple questions. Eni atem didie. Eso ame. Fonie. Omunya de otebrofo baako. Na de omo kanyina ne se omo sorry ya. Yes, private investor bi akọ court. Akonya court order say nipa 15,000 omo nyina ye adwuma oswame ma omo nsaka omo no asante for ma yentu omo. Ati me say yes, private investor obi anim private investor crop be free for some reason we tuma kunya akọ court akonya krata ma court ebuama ne say omra swame asase no so workers omo ekobe nipa 15,000 ontu omo nyina no mfa asase no if you say na asase ye tu no ne etwa cake mo menhia me mo pa mo amwo swame nyina mo nto abama NPP. Still, NDC be winning power because NDC winning power without Swame for. But what we are talking about here is about you, your future. You obedi and then you will be. Obetima suma konwa nyina bo abrabo me mfa me ho. Akonwa didi me na wo afonsa ponche your problem. Akonwa etwa $2 million cake mudi. Na se wo na wo yere de wo ba mo beda se mpreku a me I don't care because you are failing to think. Video I share no. Eye Swame asantimemu otumfo se tutu nana pia happy birthday nana. Eye asantimemu Swame asantifo ni bia omo say omo de omo ye NPP for that is fine I don't care. Okwa wona memu a your nkofo so omo ye NDC for so there's no big deal here. But asantifo ni bia omo so omo de NPP buy no and there is a private investor bi akonya eye de court order say nipa 15,000 omo anu aduanem nyina mebo omo adan a ontu omo and omo NPP no anda omoba omia anda de omo ekufuado anda NPP na ye chechire no menhia no omo nyina be jobless amanfo be di omo yere nom amanfo be di omo mma ebi mo mba ebe yare ebi mo so yare hyehye omo ho yare ebe bo omo de omo de be ko hospital mpo omo nyibi efisa NPP no mpo ntumi nsi hospital wo Swame eye yane toilet ene yesi now at this point you know you expect me to come and sit here and say mesrawo say sawonsano na wano wonsanko wano come Jimmy a lesson to us send ye ma ya adwene na enye adwuma hwe send out na Ghana ka say NPP ni supporter we Jimmy whether you like it or not NPP is another big party in Ghana whether you like it or not. There are people who vote for NPP who are there and fan. So don't get it twisted. Do not think say Obi or Ghana is going to vote against NPP. Oh boy, don't think. The moment you don't understand politics. There are so many ways people join political. There are so many reasons people join political parties, and there are so many reasons people vote. In the sense that what Ghana now Junior will say, the whole Ghana to NPP, and then now the whole Yana politics don't want to you are not smart. There are people, there are millions of people are omunya opportunity to vote for NPP today, even in their current situation. And Yomemoya Diamomo, there will be a DDEP, domestic debt exchange program, no affecting the pension. With the 75, yes, 35 years time, no be the interest, and the Obatoma NPP. So don't think, say, you will be a or towards see a galam say, neba akotami nemewu, Obatoma NPP. You will be a since the NPP buy from Kufuor time, EBC Kufuor time, or who hospital the Chrome Kwayan Fine Sanka in Somponya Binom. And so, man a chance now, Obekwa Kotwama NPP. So you need to understand, say, who underestimate this Sanyoma way now. Now politics now Ghana and won't say. But when the majority sit to reason, that is when they decide to say, it does not matter the number of people who vote for the NPP. We will change our hand and make sure the right thing is done. Say NDC we need power of Ghana there. And I can say, hey Kevin, on the only NPP kasa and no, NDC has won power from the NPP before. John Maham will beat Ekufuor. Atamu say beat Ekufuor. So if Ekufuor wins elections, there's no big deal here. So Ekufuor win election 2016, no Bonipato 2020, no win election. There's no big deal because it has happened before. And the NDC can beat the NPP in 2024, solid, with over 3 million votes. So unim sa nyoma we na wadwure say, oh, Obia support to NPP. There are millions of people who are naturally foolish. And those are people we are not supposed to waste our time on. And this is all got to do with Swami. As I'm making. Intende. You see private investor we waba. Waba Swami. Yeah, I'll do that. Mr. S, I'll do it. Yeah. Yes, I have it, Mr. S. Yes, say private investor be a court. Or say nipa 15,000. Nipa 15,000. Obia feeding nipa be 10. TMA. Nipa 15,000 na. Ye kwa kutu omu free Swami. If you say, yes, say private investor be akunya inkunim e court say on kutu omu nyina no. Sa nipa 15,000. Emu ba kubia feeding nipa 10. Enti calculate. Ubo nipa dodoa omanu eduane abomo. This is the reality. It is all to a catcher me say, Otia Santime Munquadie, Obey Manai Kevin Taylor. Ya. At the end of the day, me to me didn't be a Canadian mamwa. Me to me didn't be a good ball. Me to me didn't be just I say, I have enough, I have excess. I am doing well. Now where and I do then I'll yibedi, then I'll babedi, one cassa. And I do I would not say someone I would take a swami, magazine, unyampon, ya, a coboteni, obida or yereso. Now who was the car or the cockon yere? Uwo sika odiko yi akwanwoma uwo sika odiko yi erikoto eyentuma o renta so enti enu na wo se wotena ho dwene se me ya boa na se be nipa. Now I have to reason like nipa. So we need to get serious. We need to get real serious. And I am telling you for a fact to say, Saturday night in sometimes obi video say you could tune 15,000 was swami and it has not changed anything here. It is up to the individuals there to make their decision. I will not sit here no matter what. I will not sit on my platform to beg any Ghanaian to go and vote for NDC. Come here, Jimmy, Abra, I'm living better than you. Abra, I am telling you that. Look at me, I am living better because of good governance. Look at me, I have learned the thing, I'm living good. I want you to also listen and take a better path to save you. Nyankopon kura obo word opema wono. At the end of the day, umuno na me. Enti, untumi yusu wadwene a, mensambe pa wo chow, na yusu wadwene na fa nya abrabo papa. Come Jimmy. So, this platform, I don't think anybody on my platform will kneel a day. Anybody on this platform will beg anybody in Ghana. Yes. And the most interesting thing is, social platform we so omo mu ye adwuma wo so nyina omo ho to omo. They are all living better lives. They are all living comfortably. Until why should anybody here beg you struggling? Yenia you light no. Yenia you too kwan kakra. Yenia you to about Ghana. Ye nim se na nyoma tene e kire wo say ye we na mwa I should sit here and beg you. Now your chain. Oh but now my girlfriend. I will not do it. It is a unye ready. Say obeka no kre no. Mo be girem ewo eye swame ho aka no kre ne sevu mu ankasa modwuma. I will not be sitting here and begging for you and pleading for you and advising you. I will never do that because mo go swame nyina mumu dodo no mo eden moto afudwene doing politics. Ondwene ne ma ho, ondwene na ho. Asante sem ne woni trim. Party adokro no. The party has taken over his mind. Oh say or try to let people know who he is, you know, or the NPP na kire se onie. Ontimi ponchire de ono ankasa aye e wona brabom. Come gina we, oh me from Kwame Sapon. Oba ha me shop edinie obi anim se me de nyoma we na me kofa. Wan kasa o ye NPP chairman obi ampo nim no. Enti he has automatically become an animal to a party. He is not talking to the party. He is not telling his party say one my man tra meant to mamo. So you could see say adwene no form. We yempa ne chaw. We odi ne hye toilet mu, odi ne hye blue mu, odi ne hye so clean mu. NPP no beto ama no. Na dwuma sei ne ho kire no. Ebuo kura NPP emu no. Also called regional minister office. Regional minister ye said onimu no. Omo woni so ejimi. And so onhu nyansa ne hu se abana meto no se mesesa mensa onim or ma conditions say etu ya ya ntoma. That means say sanki ambeka so ontufiru a na dwuma na egu na mfa no ho kobeto MPP and he is going to vote for MPP. It nipa say you don't waste your time on him. And I keep telling Ghanaians, masa mamu man nipa kuo bi nya o ma adwene say they can hijack this country. Ahokyere enim particles. Enti penyina onim nyansa no. So the wenima also start to busa on nsam. So he's giving conditions. Now papa penyin bebe odui. O papa penyin bebe odui. O nante ko regional minister office that obu enim tia. O sad ujimi be gina ka se oyese we hume. Impenifo be na afro mo. Na wangasa wunyini nchen na po. Wo na ujina no unyini nchen eye regional minister. Unyini nchen asenso boache. Majority of MPP from what parliament are Jimmy Kotoaba a man on. So why are you sitting here acting as if say Omono so one power muchawa? It is because one who crying and on treat you so you Jimmy for and anything make a Ghana for said Nipani be why you cannot do anything about them. Leave them. They should not be your worry. The people who are willing to change their lives, they should be your worry. He adwene dali tim no I saw sonoba okose ya gim ontumi ngina onka se me ko ha gim na ha de edua bia nsia inti gim sa pupu one day no wu near the posters atara so ame ne atwisoro kuaa ne akoto na twene. They cannot reason, and I am not trying to let it look like say obi o swami bia de ejimi o, but I'm saying say okoswami there are people there omodwuma say still omo MPP for oyo omo hwe enyi obewu e woni jimi mu MPP. Into why do we the young ones ayeba apa ye pese abrabo sesa no adai na ye waste time on such people me yanko enim osono maame we osono wofa oya nde enyi. These are not people you waste your time on. Now in pedifona some ye kano some catch am say in Perifone there, Ebimo Jimmy. This guy, he's called Sam Okujato. And I know majority of people, for the past 2 days, me will say a lot of people have been talking about this man. And we are a Council of State member. Ope, one of the most corrupt old men in Ghana. Or one of them. One of the greediest old people in Ghana. Dangerous gossips. One of the most selfish old men in Ghana. This guy, you won in 1935. You won a year, bang. You won in 1935. Go and read his bio. He was born 1935. And He was born September 4th. Me, I was born September 2nd. He was born September 4th, 1935. He grew up as a Voltarian. But Fulani kakra on the side. Nema ame ko ware Fulani. But nema ame awuneni. Inti ushe ni tibia ya is a little bit of Fulani kakra wunimu. Onya 90 or 50-50 or 100% awuneni. But he grew up in the Volta region. You expect that people like these are intelligent enough at their age to be able to make statements. Okay, where the penny of ye? I told you about this man. And then I'll see if you come and you find money with me, do I owe any duty to you to explain as to whose money? When nobody has complained that I have stolen his money. Member of the Council of State, Mr. Okujato, believes that Cecilia Aberadapa owes no one any explanation of the source of the money found in her home. But you see, these people, they have sat on TV to say some people are corrupt. This old twat, he has sat on TV during Mahama's time to say people are corrupt. He did not have any basis. And Cecilia Samaba, and you see, as a member of parliament, as a cabinet minister, as somebody who has already declared her assets, we are asking questions where she got the money. That's all. Cecilia Dapasa Mueniko Yoko, Eba OSP, Ako Attorney General. A simple question. Oh, where did you get the money? That's all. You don't need law. You don't need anybody. You don't need jargons. You need people with reasonable, people who are reasonable enough. Kakra. You don't need to wear a suit. You don't need to be an old person. You don't need to be a young person. Cecilia Dapa, a public servant. Cecilia Dapa, she took an oath that every single thing that she would get, we have the right to question her. That is the reason for the oath. That is the reason for the declaration of assets. That's all. Let's see. The oath Cecilia Dapa took, and the declaration of the assets, no, the reason was that when she gets something out of what she have and what she's being paid, we have the right to question her. Into the constitution itself, it gives every Ghanaian the right to question Cecilia Dapa. When she gets money, we believe or we think wasn't secured through right means. At this point, nobody has called Cecilia Dapa or said Cecilia Dapa is guilty. But Cecilia Dapa has the right to exonerate herself, because at this point, she is a suspect. Now, for such a dirty riffraff, this guy, all the cars he has bought in his life was through politicians. This man. At a point, none a law firm, no, and an NPP for their money laundering. This guy. I know what I'm talking about. Me say, Lexus and the Benz Ochi, and you could for the demand from 2017 be seen there. This guy. That person at the end of the day, he is not paid by the taxpayer. He has not taken an oath in front of the taxpayers. He has not declared his assets to us. Cecilia Dapa is under a law, and that law states that if a government official, if we even suspect, not to have evidence, so if we, the constitution states it, if even we suspect that you are involved in something we believe, it does not really correlate with the salary you are being paid. So we as Ghanaians, we can check the lifestyle of people the taxpayers are paying. So if you're a government official, we can even just look at you and say your lifestyle alone, we want to audit you. The Auditor General can just look at an MP and say, you are a member, you are a minister, your lifestyle alone, you have bought a new Benz, you are building a new house. The Constitution can give us the right to just audit. We have lifestyle audits. So we don't need to establish reasonable doubt or whatever nonsense he's saying. We have to be able, because when Kwame Amwako is building 10 houses in Ghana, it's up to the security agencies. They can walk to him and say, you know something, we want to know where you are getting your money from. People can do it. The institutions can do it. Now, when a member of parliament, a cabinet minister, who has taken an oath, who is under a constitution, we have every right. We don't need to establish a full reason. We have every right to question her. It is through the question that's when we will get to know whether she is committed a crime, or trying to hide something. How can this guy, how can anybody tell me this man is an intelligent man? This guy is an old fool. Now, sometimes these people get the opportunity to work in Ghana and lie to us. I told you some time back, I told you the profile of this guy. And I told you that he cannot be trusted. This is the same man neba erepi ni made. And ode neba no edwane koshe Canada. This man, his son raped a house helper na onwankasa team. He knew about it. He knew his son was going to go to jail for life. He basically moved his son to Canada. This Sam Okujato, this old man, this man. Cecilia Dapa is a government official. Any Ghanaian can question Cecilia Dapa's lifestyle. Any person. So if a government investigative institution decides to question Cecilia Dapa, because the Cecilia Dapa herself went out there to complain that her 1 million, 20 million is gone. We were sitting at home. We didn't know Jack. It was the same Cecilia Dapa who went to the police to say somebody has stolen my money. How much? This amount of money. Then the eyebrows all went up because in your position, how did you come by that money? That is what started this. So for this fool to sit, Cecilia Dapa sat in parliament to tell us that she has spent some huge amount of money on Odo River, making sure to clean that river or that drainage. Cecilia Dapa, how much did she tell her she spent? The Odo River today is full. Cecilia Dapa still till date has not been able to prove to us how much went into that cleaning or the silting of the Odo River. As we sit here, Cecilia Dapa has not accounted. This is $43 million. And we don't have the right to question Cecilia Dapa where she got that money from because no work has been done. So who on earth will tell me, I don't respect this man? He's not the only taxpayer in Ghana. He's not the only sensible person in Ghana. And he does not even have that intelligence to be discussing. This man is a whole corruption package. This guy is not intelligent. And I've been saying on my platform for years, we have projected some people who are not supposed to be where they are. This Sam Okujato man is on the Council of State. He's a member. This man is on the General Legal Council, where Afenyomakins, after he tormented a family, after he went after a young girl, after somebody at the end of the day sodomized a young man, and Afenyomakins used thugs to go after the 3-year-old. This fool was on General Legal Council defending Afenyomakin. When the former Chief Justice, when there was a $5 million bribery scandal between the Chief Justice and that chief, this was the fool who was sitting on the General Legal Council defending the Chief Justice. Do you know the background of this guy? Do you know where this guy came from to get to this point for Ghanaians to see this guy as a revered man? What intellectual prowess does this guy have that in Ghana we sit and we let any fool, because they are old, we can't question their intelligence, and then they go through the system like the same way Akufo-Addo has gone through the system and fooling today and misbehaving today. Let me read this guy's bio for you to hear. This guy, Sam Okujato, he went to Zion College of West Africa, Keta, Anloga, from 1949 to 1954. Grade 3 with second O-level passes in Eve and Bible knowledge grade 6 in each. TA. Grade 3 with 2 O-level passes, 2 in Ewe and Bible knowledge grade 6 in each. When he went to O-level, what he went to learn there was other language and what? Bible studies. This guy. This is his profile. This is his bio. And this guy is carrying himself. I'm going to show you who he is. He's nobody. Everything about him is a lie. He's so thirsty. He's so corrupt. Let's go on with this guy's profile. He could not proceed to sit form like his much brighter classmates like Professor Kofi Awono and Divine Amenume. So this guy and Kofi Awono them went to school. They all left him. He's a block-headed guy. This guy is he's dumb like a duck. This guy we are hailing in Ghana and saying Okujato, Sam Okujato. His law firm is one of the most corrupt law firms in Ghana. Now let me keep on reading this guy sitting there. Also, yeah, when 1935, and Chobewu, Obe Jimmy Mwa, Mamunina, my life I say, na Kwasiato Wako. Bible knowledge, any ever, and O level. Wait. Now let me go on. Listen to his profile. And these are the people we are sitting in Ghana say, Omuni Munyansa, we mudi omukasa na bibia okay. Wait. Listen. He ended up first as a people's teacher and later as a private commercial school, which is now defunct, called Universal College of West Africa in Somenya in the Electoral district in the Eastern region, where he studied typing and shorthand, where he was employed as a copy typist. This is his profile. This guy. Mamin taking it over beam. This guy, he only passed RME and EVE. This is his profile. He ended up first as a people's teacher and later at a private commercial school, which is now defunct, called Universal College of West Africa in Somenya in the Electoral district in the Eastern region, where he studied typing and shorthand and thereafter proceeded to ECG, where he was employed as a copy typist. This guy and Rebecca Kufuado learned the same thing in school, typist. Because I'm paying you in a chemo or the Council of State so. And copy typing, typist on Rebecca Kufuado the same course, O level, RME, and I want to cast or pass here. On a professor, I want to start your winning a damn head way, our bone way, nimbi on a brabum. That is why he's often bibia. He's just eating anything. My man, finishing the profile. Don't waste your time on such weak-minded old brats. Now listen. He was later sent to Leeds Commercial School to study as a secretary. Later, na papa didn't call Leeds UK. Because he to me call UK. Ekufuado konumu wiwo UK and Obaya, also a lawyer. He was sent to Leeds UK to go and learn secretary, to be a secretary. Yes, sir. Oh, thank you, sir. I will be back. Is the food ready? And no call UK Leeds. A hono kusunya saadiano. Me chram or say a boa amra. Wait. The reason why they are doing this is say all their life they could not achieve anything. So when the Kufuado came and they realized the Kufuado is a dumb fool, they all capitalized. Everything they could not achieve for the 60 years, that is the time they saw Sir Omola Kaba. These people. Now listen. Front desk, Okoye front desk is more Leeds. Move on. Now, he later returned to Ghana claiming to have studied law at Leeds University. He is recorded in the Ghana Law Report for dubious law practices and unethical behavior in landmark cases such as Samokujato versus Irani Brothers. Moka Irani Brothers. A criminal we and an edisa case in a man for a otumiji case. Obi a wu no na irada no aji case. Or free Leeds by no bakache Ghana for so law school. The same thing Kufuado ye. Or free Leeds by a choir secretary no or by a so law school. Ever seen there on to chair one of his classmates in UK where he practiced or he went to law school. He could not show us one. To date, when you say with this man, ask him, can he tell us one of his colleagues in law school in the UK on to Yenim sanko for we mu na moto so Ghana ewifo we. Now let's move forward. There's another case, stubborn case. Atuna Brothers versus Van Boris, and more recently in the infamous case of Estate of Opoku. Now listen to this. It is very funny to also note that the fact that this idiot is a member of Ghana Legal Council, where he terrorizes and disciplines younger lawyers for unethical behavior. He and other members of his firm teach advocacy and legal ethics. Can you imagine? The sages say that the message of the unreformed reformer seldom inspires reformation. Judge Wilson. Now this is a whole Supreme Court judge who sent me this guy's profile. A Supreme Court judge. There are more dirty things on this man. And he's telling me, Kevin, I can send you the dubious things he has done in Ghana court. CP Construction GBR, Van Barris and Altuna. The above are some of the dubious cases in which he either scammed his clients or attempted to scam them. This man even scammed his own father and family members. This man, such a greedy person. And when they speak, you could see some of them, they are not smart. They are taking advantage of you. This is from a whole Supreme Court judge. They have been there with him. They know he's fake. They know he's a liar. He went to Leeds to go as secretary. Front desk. He came back. He said he's a lawyer. And then they slaughtered him into the Ghana Law School. And Sabodamni way in Musa, dirty people. Abedru Hande. Today he's saying that if you come and you find money with somebody, what he said again. Let me show you how dirty and ignorant these idiots are. All the sins in the Bible, is it only LGBTQI that the clergy have seen? Some okujato. Or say bonia wa Bible munyinano inti Ghana for us of war. Trumu ngwana muhuye. This guy. Me say 90% of lawyers or Obufreku for age group they are not lawyers. I'm telling you. Why we not here when we ask Katie Amon in the law school, no, oh, he was given special privilege. Ekufuado, ne classmate way. Me say Ekufuado group, no, sa category now be 80 years. Almost so many lawyer, they are liars. They are all liars. 90% of them are liars. Those times, how many of you people went to school in the UK? How many of you could go to the UK those times? So they all go there and they come back with the same story. We went to learn law. When they come and then they'll connect and then they'll put them in the Ghana Law School and they become lawyers. 90% of a Kufuor year group, they are liars. They are not lawyers. Now, Busa, Tiasemi Oka. Or see, now mo Ghana so for na mo woni nyina no. Enti trumu no nkwa ne bone e wo Bible mu a mo ni di echire. This is his problem. Why are we for pushing this case? These are the people who directed the Kufuor, the last guy, Afenyoma Kemo, to take the case to Supreme Court because they know when it enters there, their mother will sit on it. What you people saw on TV, and they said, the Attorney General basically suggested to the court that what is about to happen, the anti-LGBTQ bill case now was Supreme Court. You showed on TV, so some way Jimmy. They are fooling you people. What you saw on TV, it was rehearsed. They are on TV to say Supreme Court, yeah, the camera about then if we can bring cameras to the Supreme Court, why don't we place the camera there every day? Do we need the Attorney General to suggest to the Chief Justice that this case, put it on camera? Every case in the Supreme Court is important and dear to us and very important to every single person in Ghana and around the world. Why don't you put the camera there 24/7? Because they want to fool you psychologically. We are being clean. See, everything is happening here. Everything is transparent. You are foolish. Some of you Ghanaians, yeah, Jimmy, they play with your mind. These people are playing with you. Oh, they all catch them no. Or say, now most of them more Ghana for more Jimmy and anti Bible mu boni nyina we nkwa na munim. Ada na mudi echire ehun hia Ekufuor should not sign. So they know how you people think and how far you think. and they have trained your brain to believe these kind of lies. Then I'm hearing on TV say, yeah, the Attorney General Godfrey Dame say, "Yefa camera mbra." Hey, and I said from today to 2025, I was a camera about Supreme Court today, and because every case is important. Every case too is being judged by the taxes, the judges we pay with our taxes. Why are some cases better than some cases? In the eyes of the law, every case should be treated equally. So why are we picking some cases over some cases? If the Attorney General is representing Ghana or defending Ghana or whatever, the Attorney General is us. So why don't we get the opportunity to watch every case on TV? They are playing with you people. Somewhere Jimmy. Wait, a Council of State member. In Penifona, most of Ghana, Munimi. Thank you. Do you know this guy, Okujato? His law firm, they are the secretary to the National Cathedral. This guy, this thief. National Cathedral, no, the law firm, basically, running all the secretarial thing, the administrative job. National Cathedral, no, or technically, when they almost secretary. Bumbusan, and I'm talking about their law secretary. Bumbusan say. The audit report now what National Cathedral now we say there you say uchi 2 weeks no we there you say o started the box ma acha 3 weeks oh he died oh you know when he went to court the last weekend he told court to give him time wait jare be kunu wait there ya o wiaso no wait onto me bodogi onto me we for chicken wait viagra wait onye nipa na onam ho say uchi ni sisi ade ko gina da kam 2 weeks no this thing. These are not people we are supposed to be listening to. These are liars, these are thieves, these are jokers. They have played on your conscience and on the age. You're 1935. Wait, or your busmo and go so with the dada. But he's still here and distracting a 17-year-old, an 18-year-old who is supposed to decide for his future. No, this fool is now deciding for you. Wait, in the next how many years? No, or pray or pray for how long is he going to live on earth? Wait, on to me, wait, or you're Walking Dead, part 83. Part 83, Walking Dead, but he's greedy. Such a dirty old man. And the Kufuado, the law is not supposed to work. Such a filthy, dirty old man. Now, and the story about and a dahono. You catch the Ghana for Munjindi. PDS scandal. US shuts down 190 million compact with no immediate plans to work in Ghana again. Now, PDS, and I always, every time I sit here, I will give credit to the Herald newspaper, Larry Dogbe. I worked on PDS with him everywhere I stand. So be sorry now, Okaza Kevin Taylor and PDS. And when I get the opportunity to speak on PDS, Mekacho say it was a collaborative job between Loud Silence Media and the Herald newspaper. So I will always give credit to the Herald newspaper for their input when it comes to the PDS scandal that we're able to break to save Ghana millions of dollars. Now, PDS, no. Kofa Brazil and America buying, Maminian simple mount, America buying cars, say, Winim, Ghana see in Krubia and in Krufu Frobibria, your boamo. You tam the taxpayers' money. You must say Ghana, Musikas, Munye Munkania Sem, Sebio, Afena Munini, Afena Muye Kura, Moye Ede industrials. Into Mubenya Ede problems with Munkania Sem. And the Krobia study say Enibia, a Munipa air dorsumbiano, not Omonkania Sem your problem if you say there's pressure on the energy. Into America for no way back before time. And I'm catching Ghana for say, Yepasia Buamo, Yepasia Tam American taxpayer Nisika near Dema Ghana. Na Ghana for so most monfesca kakramra, Namon Mekao, Namon fan share Eddie and Munimum Kania. That's all. That's the whole thing. America for and I'm saying Besia Mamuska. Now one cast Mumba Homodina Monfa bin Town. kakra na momfa ntene eye munyire mu nkania ECG no momfa ngina mu because na America for them say ECG ye Ghana dia into omotam American taxpayers money ma Ghana for a Ghana for japade e no mudi kwhyem. So it was for a good cause because America for him say the Americans will come and open companies in Ghana and they will need energy to do or sustain the companies because they wish Ghana well. They want to help in different ways. For time the time PDS sika asame nsi we dey papa wanye bibia so we America for sika or the sika pe oduma America inti papa da papa me do why na man for you say me peko for asem papa me do and genuinely I like you as a father, as a grandfather, and I genuinely like you. When it comes to politics I want to asem kakra wo ho and I keep telling you as a grandfather, as a dad, as a husband, as opinioni, I will respect you for that. And I will not take it away from you. But when it comes to a political life, your leadership qualities, I have a lot of questions. And that is all that I keep saying. I respect you. Sometimes I get frustrated when you decide not to speak on the issues as a statesman, not as an NPP member. Because you have crossed that line of NPP member. You are now a statesman. It do sometimes as a one kasa on issues that will save our democracy. People like us, we get frustrated, and it forces us to go into your leadership qualities, go into your past, and bring things back. It is not deliberate. Say, I sitting here, I disrespect you, I don't like you. I really respect you. I like you as a grandfather, as a dad, but when it comes to your leadership, when it comes to your status as a statesman, I think there's something there's something that you are not doing which isn't right. And that is the reason. But when I see you anywhere, I will honorably respect you. I will tell people he's an ex-president of Ghana or your Penyini, I respect him. My issue is you have crossed party. You are a statesman. So sometimes do us the young ones a favor. Send a bear Sebio at a point a dibedru. Now when you are you bet my bow diakase J.A. Kufua MPP Tumano edum pempen so be who say Ghana nkoye under MPP no kasaye. And that is what men live behind. That is honesty and that is dignity. And I've always wished to say one day you would do that to save whatever you are living behind. That's all. I might not be somebody who praises a lot, which is fine. We are all not like that. But if somebody tells me, I like you as a dad, I like you as a grandfather, I respect you as an ex-president, I have issues with a little bit of your leadership, and I've pointed it out. But I think you have crossed that NPP line. You are at a statesman's line. This is where you have to show your statesmanship. Now, back to PDS. Inti Kofo time na NPP before a US for and then kasa na almost started our program we and Atamils baye program ne koso problem BNC sikano ba broni besie sikano butua in tranches inti some kasa 500 million it was a 200 aba it was a 8 aba was a 9 say kakra ye di bie ECG nim na yɛde yɛ poles yɛde to transformers ECG edit nyoma ne encourage because the population need doors so PDS na make sure on the backbone Atamils to so yante problem bia Atamils free so na John Mahama buy na PDS wo ho sika ne beto John Mahama abreso anche na John Mahama free aban mu yante scandal obi anko wie sika obi enwie bibia NPP na nado danko ekufu ano ba omi aba power pe and almost negotiations said that from Tete, Kofua Bresso, Atamils Abresso, Mahama Abresso. No, the Omuhuni say, person we changes Kakrawum. Person we sacraye. Chache, a year Akutam Pauso, may he so rest in peace. In Timbrebe Copia Parliament. And I'm Gaso, say a new contract ni money America for 1 year yes our contract omo be do am de omo so mo nyansa dodo omo pese omo sa ten for eye ni yie e wa na tete ya de beti say e free BB PDS NPP for so omo kofa companies bi a omo ne eye de eye abrochire companies bi ebi free Angola ebi free eye Malaysia right and Ghana so omo TB companies bay enum no mka omutribo mo a friend consortium in the sa company numo se nsia wo se nwotwe no omo ne from PDS eno ano no na omo dwuma die nyina ne se afi America for nika se omo de $500 million e de ba be hye ECG nim na e wo se ECG for nso e bo omo homoden de sika bi ba se ne be ya omo de ba be ka omo sika no na omo de atenetene Ghana e de nyinemu nkania ahoden mu eno ano no ene na midwudwam no PDS bibia bedu nde no yatia ena afei yesi eye 500 million no omaje tatam amewu ya ena na eye energy minister otimbi yan kohwem a sa company yesi your friend PDS a ye de omoba be ka America fo sika no abegege light bill yeso mudwumadie no almost the 500 million e ba be ka ECG de no ho ECG de na eye America government de amaye no almost company no ko fa sika ba twitwiri die abeka ho yete ha ena nkofu so ma form companies afi percentage na yesi na na dan ko say oh o pese Ghana enya percentage kese e wo sika sam nhihye enim into obeso ma Ghana nko 49% na eye percentage aka no ye de ama eye PDS for no na mso bobo anya bad yetete kroma de be hu se PDS fuei mon krata sam nkyere sam de sika bi e ba no so sika no beba sika no beba ye ba beka 500 million ho se sia o ma be ne ECG di omontuma be ba ano no che se sika no omo the right some de omunsa be bom ye busa omo se musika a mo de ba ne wen omo so enam kwa so banking de ndien yatia ne kote se company bi free Angola ye from Energia AS omo 19% shares e wo PDS nim ye kohwehwe company ne chiri a ekopia ye ofi grant eye oforiata office e ho na omo register company no why na di company no be sin ne ye ni nipa a odi Energia AS nim e ho na ye kohu eye seconds e ho na ye koti bumpty e ho na ye koti ayensu e ho na ye koti tinisa na wemu nyina mu frin so wemu na ye PDS no ene se so omo na mo ye PDS na omo sika wen because America for my sika $500 million mo dia mo de be ka ho ewen also eno e bank bi paperwork bi no mo nyan wie ye ya titi kromo ha na se nipa bi a start kontokwa e wo PDS no ho na ye hwana mo abrantie bi na so ye baba ye fra na yensu na danfo pa oni ko bokosu atafre e gabi o kire da ko abrantie no ne gabi e de sieni enya se na abrantie no nkwa ne gabi na eko e wo PDS no de na esi omso enye gabi nkwa na ne abrantie ne ko eye ekufu adu ebusuafo a PDS no omo no mo hye chire na omo ne ede ayensu ne ko adenti na omo ko a omo so sika no omo pemu kase mama remfi PDS na nkasa ne o board omo na no mo take shots no na Mahamudu Bawumia na e board chair mama review Kelly Gajepo and the free ECG as the board chair no na oka PDS board no ho ya ko hwehwem na Mahamudu Bawumia na eyi ni se etire enti PDS na nkasa no when the ECG and these companies come together omo tena sia na Bawumia na tetewo one na e wo soro ha osan na esi enti Bawumia is an integral or was an integral member of PDS ana mu refi mu ho oko kind document no ejapa mesa kwasie na oye secretary e wo PDS mu okay ya tete Ghana na afei America for no eti said abi bibi ko emu na ye ne so be ne Larry Dogbe Herald ya ka so okay yemfa yentuma mbo ano na nkofo epeso bubu Ghana over $500 million until let's dig deeper. So you start to say your research were in Kofua involved in PDS. One amuna edge sikanidi. One amuna $500 million and over and almost for 1 cent amber. Yani nemuni ye copy say, oh, sa group now we PDS no and yani pebia a yekufuado, Gabi, Bumpty, Oforiata, ene nyomo nipa bi te sa yensu omo na omo ba together na omo create PDS na omo de je America for taxpayer ne sika. Into the taxpayers money na America ni atam so odbebo Ghana no na nipa ko kakra bi agiska no emu ena thriller in Manila ebaye. Na thriller in Manila na edi adia. Thriller in Manila eye ekuo na omo share from PDS no nipa no ana omo gisika no omo could be a WhatsApp group your friend Thriller in Manila. Mr. S, Mr. P, get me. It's somewhere in the system. Mr. S, Mr. P. I mean, you break what that we said about Uncle Betia. So Thriller in Manila no ehona yeni yekoye investigations. Yekodo siko and through our experience any sophisticated, dedicated, intriguing investigative journalism no akwa bibro faba. Any ensako ka eye the chat. WhatsApp chat Gabi nana eye the admin. Gabi ose onya ban adwuma. Ose on the oye independent. On fan nsanka obi esika. And so abain sika ono nana ete WhatsApp di ma oche. Na sa WhatsApp group na na friend Thriller in Manila no. Gabi phone number ene di bieye. Ono ene admin. Ono na etimi yi ufrim ono so na dibudo ka ho. Nti obia na owo Thriller in Manila ni mu no na Gabi ene man ho kwan e man be joining so na executive criminal cartel omati group omo discuss send your be check America for $500 million no. Then the America for so omo nye bi ma I mean chire omo a wo se e bo omo so bo ye chire omo ne tata omo mu ne jaili omo. Now you see this time on call or time rough you be. This is the WhatsApp group Gabi Ochredakon ebieye. Also the onya ban djuma on the ondi boneda what WhatsApp group no on na nipa 12 in the womb. Nipa 12. Gabi Ochredakon osha group administrator and a bohono. Satanani status here there. This is Africa time. This is Africa's time. The WhatsApp status no. This is Africa's time. Okosroa WhatsApp group no your friend Thriller in Manila. Yes. Created by Gabi Ochredakon on the August 6, 2018. And a Gabi created WhatsApp group we. Sit and I'm aware. Yeah. 6th of August 2018. And a Gabi created Thriller in Manila WhatsApp group. Into Muini Abano. Exactly 2 years. And we created PDS. Ras Gabi. Into your group Nipo Woma. Gabi Ochredakon. Baban to the Ampa. He is connected to Ekufuadu Nya Penyini Bamti. Yawo Edward Ekufuado Bamti nankasa ono say available or terminator otumi wunna de bechi na ate omti o Bamti bo say ECC tent ade beti na osato onwuda Bamti or terminator obi a friend Gabi Ochredakon ono so no owombi yawo Kwame Ofosu Bamfo seconds yawo Narina Swarai or representi eye Malaysia for no and yawo Philip Ayensu or Gabi Adamfo mototobucho or your baba. And omu bie sa WhatsApp group we. Gabi na na so. Now WhatsApp group na nkomo ben no mudi wom. Me kire PDS no. Ade kudi enti anka wo hia Gabi also to junso gunu zo hwe na slap onye nipa. Ras Gabi. Now WhatsApp group no busa se nkomo ben no mudi wom. Nkomo mudi wom no enie. Yan kan komona na ekoso ewo eye Thriller in Manila mu. Gabi na ye admin. Thriller in Manila. In common start free Gabi. Philip, the structure won't work if you don't incorporate an SPV. Or catch ayensu e group na wontu esi. Ayensu so ntiase. Sikebi omodema na so mpe esu adodo. Oni na kofa Malaysia for the baye mo Gabi mo te Ghana na mo pesa mo gie mu kese e na Gabi ni chirechiri ma cha yensu krono aye bo no wo ya kwara ma ye kese ba o kan brofum ma me didwam I see Philip the structure won't work if you don't incorporate an SPV. Okay, Philip, I use the Philip. Dear Bessie, no, Yan Shea NCC so. Na dear bet me a man a say, young creative be a friend special purpose vehicle. Young creative platform be a yan near Beshe Chiri, not sa platform no edi nim near the Riomo. And then I brought for a special purpose vehicle. Almost to me create an avenue. Almost to me create a consortium. Almost to me create companies. Now almost the actual say, where mona ye faso edi jumawi. And to Gabi no catch I used to say, I yen sway. See, na me my way a check. Yen create SPV. Na yen gijamu chire. Of course, ne bro for say, I do not understand why we are fighting over this. Gabi say ayen so mentias say ye ko hontokwa America fosika e na aba e ne ye dwudwam entokwa we infaso be na wo so Gabi obobo ne sha wallet mo obekum Gabi ne WhatsApp nie odemi call court nyina we gyina odemi call court Gabi di Kevin Taylor court Gabi di Kevin Taylor court o se ade na mabeka sa asem we ni nyina no Gabi call court or Ghana some the Kevin Taylor court na court mama ne nka asem eye we ntra enye bibia Gabi bibria Gabi ye nyina nie Gabi call ni me no say the objection to this is totally surprising and frankly unhelpful. O say ayensu dia wo ye wuhin a wo piapia wo to a dia de bebe bia wo so wo pono eya die bia eye enyan etan na enkyere se wo ye boni aye hey Gabi brofu na me djum or see it this is totally surprising and frankly unhelpful or see the oh ye no just nwanwa na sebio enisuo kroje no ya de bia eye boni aye nyoma na wo ye no Gabi nsam a o keka na me djum no na Gabi sai koso brofu na me djum no wote chai me abechechirem okọ the third one I'll see. The fourth one, I think we should all meet tonight. And I got be catch Ayensu say, hey, Ayensu, brown one say, me see an adjuyensia. Gabi so on ya ban juma. Gabi say PDS on kan ho we be a WhatsApp group and na all pull string actually there omo percentage do omo benya. Enti Gabi catch Ayensu say, jai dia wo ya no, na dia wo ya ne de e be say anadwu ya yesia. Gabi akasa, Ras Gabi. Now, Osako I am suggesting 7 p.m. And I say Ayensu, non son pepe mi hiao. Ka say Gabi atena TV so say Ayensu ye ni neighbor. Or say or the next door. Onyana down from po. The ordinary dia ne high. Gabi eko jina bola ratio so there kan. Or say Ayensu mpo nya downfo bia onim ne saa. On the ocean high. And neighbor keke. And the oni Ayensu tena phone so edwudwam. Gabi kwase ampanyi we na mo so Ghana. This is a conversation between Gabi and Ayensu. But Gabi went to sit on a Bola ratio and all catch Ghana for say Ayensu is a neighborhood friend, keke. Just a hi, and everybody goes their way. Ote, what's up, sooner? Oh, jujum. Mami, you get the acronym. Are we working for the Philippines? Sorry, the Filipinos, not the Malaysians. Are we working for the Filipinos or to ensure that the real intent behind the president's push for 51% local ownership is realized? It is not done for the optics. See, adina ye no. Ye juma ma Filipino for na because PDS is not Filipinos for be frame. See Ayensu, tie me. Ejuma ye we. Aden, obese ye nkwasi ejuma na. Are we working like a boo? Ye juma ma Filipinos na say ye ma president ne nisu ho ade hunu no abam. President ne nisu ade hunu ne sen. Ne nisu ade hunu ne say PDS percentage no nyina shares no say Ghana local companies Ghana benya 51%. Na sa 51% no for PDS. Wana muni PDS Gabi Bamti Baban today Ayensu Ekufuado de Oforiata ene Bawumia. Omuna Ekufuado is trying to get 51% for them because local for no local black star no and any PDS no. And when they say the 51% for the president to realize what he wants, no, the president wants 51% for his family company, which is PDS. Now, I see a president, they done a new person, you know, and a we nya good deal, we yan from freedom, we ye Eddie eja yen chirima. Gabi bro for you no, it's for the optics. Me jijam. What bro for chair Madam Enyan or chair me bro for na ko che no. Madam Enyan, good evening. And na me jijam no. Now we must meet on the structure and financing. How dangerous no. Gabi Kacha used to say we must meet on the structure and financing. Because let's meet on the structure and financing. Or see, ayensu yenshia. Na yenhwe sene ye beto to companies no baby obi agina. Ye wia na ya hwe sibia ye be cheska no. Structure and financing. So first come, first serve. Yenhwe companies ye friend PDS ye nyanka say yete ye no. Yenhwe de wo so obi anya. Eno na the structure. Ye wia na ya hwe sika chenum financing. And of course, your media brofo ni actually na bidwum. So be so also am na me boa also ko kan dey on Facebook and Jiska. We your Facebook and Jiska also betuma fa trailer we no also akudwum se me boa. Okwa asia wa say. My friend the judge says Gabi was also known as Koforidua Bob Marley because his child when he was growing up in Koforidua he was a weed smoker. Time and Gabi so and Koforidua for the Koforidua Bob Marley. Hey, in some Ghana. All right. Now, as your Nagabi say, we also need full transparency going forward and to control. Tie, brofuna make kachira no. Or kachira yensu say, we also need full transparency going forward and to control the drafting of the shareholders agreement with Meralco. Meralco no any Filipinos no. Now tie, Gabi say, we also need full transparency going forward and to control the drafting of the shareholders agreement. Or see, ebe here say yen yanka se betena se me ne wa yensu ene bam timo betena se sa group we mu na yen nyina ye de akoma pa na yen would say de ye de mu da okrogen senia ye be den agreement the contract ye be chro no man favor ye ne ekufu ado the drafting of the agreement inti ayensu bra wase na yen nyina busua ekufu ado bamti oforiata baomia yen tena se na yentumi draft eye contract no se ne be favor ye Gabi brofo no into kan we wie no ayensu amfa na adwene amba na ayensu de bibi ogina na ogina o se ne sika no de ogya na ogye mema o monte so okay intimate na ayensu anko Gabi ko ene ayensu amma na afi Gabi frɛ ayensu e wo phone so you have to let the others know and then we can send the documents for you to sign. ECG no $500 million from the American taxpayer. Me ka ho and ankofo we share them no more che. Bumpty Neba is one of the richest boys in Ghana. Obeka just papa mobra. When you go to Accra, Kozo restaurant, a Bumpty Badia and the Vine. Mo amoti Accra na mo ye priman for no. That top Japanese restaurant for the Kozo, a Bumpty Badia. That Japanese restaurant near Accra near for the Kozo restaurant no. A Bumpty Badia Vine so yamodia Bumpty ni ba wonye dwumi bia ne papa tam PDS sikana ne de amomo na kwasia o te wo se sebiomi yo hene na ba omi abegina wonim wo se ba omi awa ya ade na wo nananom na wodi omo so no omo ho afi se mponche na yatam Ghana sika se di ama obi di na wo fra wo ho hene so wonim nyansa obegina ba omi anima ka so nyansa obegina ba omi anima ka so omedi Ghana so Echira wo sa ohene no without due respect man this is me so echira we jimi we ja ubofu adentina ubofu we di boni bi ana de America no waye inti enda ya sorry ya America for after 500 million ankofo e di say no enom so omo 190 million bi omo pesa still omo boaye intenche no mo say 190 million no say omo de be maye ye da sorry nda omo say 190 million no the reason is that Ekufuado Bawumia mo ya kromfo they have done their investigations Almost a PDS scandal. US shut down 190 million compact. They don't want to go ahead. Almost Ghana for ni a PDS sika support biya. Almost say because your government is a criminal government. Yen to me for the taxpayers' money and we. They are not going to give them. This alone should tell you the United States government does not trust Akufo-Addo and Bawumia. This should tell you that Nana Danko Akufo-Addo and Bawumia, US are sending us a signal that you people trust them at your own peril. Ye Jimmy, America for catches say wemo. Mo Ghana for Kosala to Ababa Bawumia, mo Jimmy. Then America for $190 million. It's a reason. They don't even trust Bawumia. He's part of the deal. They have put it. It is trust. They cannot believe these people. They don't trust Bawumia because Bawumia was involved in PDS. Yetumufwa ayamuntie yentan obi a kwa kra Kozo restaurant we Bamti Ban restaurant ni PDS sika no no ko bie and they are opening more Vine. It belongs to Bamti ne ma omunye dwuma bia da Akufo-Addo ba akwako bie de insuomu nam kwasia obo flag anadwo utumi patre ma okombe wo ho o ma ene wo yiri gudem de kwasia sem NPP ni. This is what they are doing with the money. It's called Kozo, a Japanese restaurant. Bamti Badia. When Akufo-Addo has dates with small girls, I don't know. So a person who may be Akufo-Addo date small girls. Your friend Kozo, Bamti Badia, we. And these people are using your money to build the first Hilton hotel in Ghana. These people. Kwasiate what is swame catch them say me tan asantefo me tan party we are boa wo skada sika me wo accounts mo bi wo accounts mo Ghana we Jimmy enintina munyini na mo ho apopo na mo di hia na mo masefo nyina ye hiafo because you need to activate this. You need to activate this thing, this brain. It should go beyond tribe. It should go beyond baby free. It should work. Actually, wait, Jimmy, into Mumudu Duono, massive for ye here for because you could not activate this. So, cause on open be a close to Furiata's house. Kind of Furiata, if you know, is next to Kozo, very, very close. It's there. These people are fooling you. Do you know the money Bawumia has made under this guy? Do you know the money he has made? Alolo na odi Bawumia chino. Insurance coverage is no money Alolo is hoarding for Bawumia. Do you know the money Bawumia has made? Do you know why Samira does not respect anybody in Ghana? Or you fool and you on desert so? Ne papa mu ya desert for. With all due respect, ne papa mu bi no kan nchie no mepie Ghana. You fool and nyansa fo a omunimu nyansa. Na sa the likes of Samira, the bush of for desert so be dru Ghana be pamontuma abe kire say ye Jimmy. Samira be pamontuma be didi ani atabo say ye Jimmy. Samira 2014 15 na ho go say bolega confirm. And ono etimi tena Ghana keka Ghana for say ye Jimmy ono free chart. Ebe ka kire say John Mahama is incompetent. Na nkanya wa ha mu na ye wo da na nka obedru ha. Ye Jimmy. We don't use our brains. We are foolish. Now, yanko enim wedwa. Udwa kura na wa charge me kura ma mtakra kura tutu. Udwa pe na me shoulders na yesi na me pe fight ako. Ubufu a na afi na wo ma me shoulders na me ha, na me pija. Na me pija, na me yesi, na me ready for fight. Wedwa. And the oyekura mbuofu. Ubufu pe na afi me shoulders na basro, na me charge ba. Maintain adole. Maintain your level and listen to wisdom. One hour, bro, miracle. You dey lie bad. Akumapa conscience a ye jumanti. We will not go suffer. We never go chop last. When I bring the job, we don't want help you make your brain job so that you will have better life. utumuhwe nipa as aboa na politician TV 18 na insuo enye bi ma wonnom ye edwuma ye ntumi nkreti bi nipa ba na obeto nwom na obesa na ode nkwase anyamenwum bi na ode nechi se aboa eno na mepese metwe wo firi ho na afi o start busansam. Kozo restaurant is at Airport Residential. Hilton Hotel is next to Keroforiata's house. Mambasa mkoshona eyomu dia. That Hilton Hotel no musino. Next to Keroforiata fee ena Kozo. Eno de ewo the Airport Residential. Monko ni na omu dia. And the PDS in America for so much. Now we are Ghana ni young man at university. We are young man and I want a future. Wait Jimmy. Just to tell you, America for more intelligence change Ghana for. The things they know in Ghana. Wa wote Ghana wunim na kanda pa or the security nyoma be no nim kanda pa mu pajamas nkwano mumu ni security o. The only thing you people understand when it comes to security is to shoot and kill. That's all. Yes. Intelligence Ghana you don't have. Ana me hu se Kufuor nam na akwa bi wedi money anwa ne fo edem no de the jails bodyguard be hwe Kufuor obi an fan enya no ho time. Kufuor me say Kufuor no nam ho no mo African president for no ana de bia mafa enkofo a saa ko odi Kufuor je so bodyguard de bia wodi angwa motam no ne body no hu be bia abo be bia say why yiri a wonim nyansa saa de no de a waste of time o. If somebody wants to take out Kufuor end 10 seconds and nobody has time for that obi ni saa time no na Kufuor aka say na popo. We need people to address issues. We need people to address fundamental issues to change lives because yeti kroma mo biaba emotumi bia buku emu kire me na every single thing in this book is in Ghana. Now o ka kire me say waba na wentumi and compare anything to this. I mean santo abama we aboa. Somebody shows me this his resume and I tell you show me your resume. Ukofa buku by 60 errors ni nyina wo ha. Onya kwasia. Mama obi 3 years 4 months. 3 years 8 months. Emo tumi di ayasade we nyina 3 years John just 3 fucking years at the ayasade we nyina wa betena so 8 years. Show me what you have done. Akofa tracker aba tracker na over 60 stolen projects. You cannot even talk about it. Na me sa metena ha meji minti me yakani banti yemfa aba ne ma NPP me aboa adentia Kristo nyumunti emoji bia to nyamenyom yabo within inti enu nti mingina so mfa Ghana fo abrabo omo destiny omo life enkwara nketenkete enhye kwase ansem wagimi na oyo hene na woti wa hemfie na politician na wama ne infie nwotwe so obetumesi one regional hospital ewo region no wentuma anye no na wudu jimi to wose wa yade oyo hene no wagimi. You don't deserve to lead. Unnim nyansa